Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Viewer discretion is advised.
A comprehensive review of all the available footage and reporting on the matter led us to a final conclusion that as many as 10 civilians were killed in the strike, including up to 7 children. At the time of the strike, based upon all the intelligence and what was being reported, I was confident that the strike had averted an imminent threat to our forces at the airport. Based upon that assessment, I and other leaders in the department repeatedly asserted the validity of this strike. I am here today to set the record straight and acknowledge our mistakes. I will end my remarks with the same note of sincere and profound condolences to the family and friends of those who died in this tragic strike.
All praises to the Most High YAHAWAH, the Heavenly Father, in the name of the Holy Spirit, the Earthly Mother, sanctifying Yahawashi, the Holy Son. Brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, welcome. This is your humble servant, Big Levi, and today is Saturday, September 18th, 2021, and it's currently 1:09 a.m. Eastern Time. Peace be with you, peace be unto you. Beloved brothers and sisters, we are witnessing the Most High is marking the enemy. The Most High is marking the people that mock him. The Most High is moving and is in the midst. This gentleman that you are seeing here is the general of the U.S. Army, I believe. General Frank Mackenzie, commander of the U.S. Central Command. That's what he is. So what happened here is a display that the Most High is showing you that those people can barely, with all their quote-unquote technology they say that they have, they cannot target a group of small allegedly terrorist fellows to target them and to do this unto them. Now, for those of you who don't know, a few weeks ago, the U.S. government, Pentagon, ordered a drone strike to a group of so-called terrorists. And what happened is this general just admitted there that they made a tragic mistake. Beloved, I don't know about you, but since when that the Gentiles, the heathens, since when they ever admit that they made a mistake, they kill innocent people? They've been doing this stuff for a while, brethren. Okay? I mean, they never admit anything was wrong about slavery. They never admit that they've been killing our people for no reason or anything like that. But yet, brothers, this is not a lightweight. This fellow is one of the heavyweights. And he admit that the drone strike that they ordered a few weeks ago they didn't even kill no one. They killed mostly civilians, women and children. Okay, they killed I believe 10 civilians, and then 10 civilians, they killed 7 children and 3 women. Let's watch in the beginning. Okay,
our investigation now concludes that the strike was a tragic mistake. First, I will stress this was not a rushed strike.
It was.
The strike cell deliberately followed and observed this vehicle and its occupants for 8 hours, while cross-checking what they were seeing with all available intelligence to develop a reasonable certainty of the imminent threat that this vehicle posed to our forces. A comprehensive review of all the available footage and reporting on the matter led us to a final conclusion that as many as 10 civilians were killed in the strike, including up to 7 children. At the time of the strike, based upon all the intelligence and what was being reported, I was confident that the strike had averted an imminent threat to our forces at the airport.
Lies, lies to cover themselves, lies. They killed 10 people, including the perfect number, 7, and then 7 children, brethren, okay? You killed 7 children, man. How could you do this? How could you have a technology, so you claim, that you follow a car for 8 hours and then you made a mistake like this? You know what that is? This is the Most High showing you those people have no power. If they could not identify, I say this and I'm going to say it again. If they cannot identify those quote unquote Taliban fellow, how on earth they're going to identify all the Hebrews? How on earth they're going to identify all the Israelites and put all of us in Jacob's trouble? How are they going to do this? We are not a few hundreds, like a few thousands. We are in the millions, if not billions. There is quote unquote 7 billions in this on this planet. What if we are a billion people? Where are they going to keep a billion people? How are they gonna kill a billion people in a short period of time? How? With what power? Who anointed them to do this? How? I do not understand. I am quite perplexed. I am quite confused. Because what I'm seeing here, beloved, it's, what? And again, those people, brothers, they never, ever, ever admit they were wrong. Yet here, they admit their incompetency. We must understand that's the Most High marking them and showing them that they have no power. They are not as precise as they used to. Brothers, sisters, understand this. Everything is under the Most High control. How are those people going to bring Jacob's trouble? They barely, they can't even, what is this? First of all, you guys flee out of this place, and then now you're doing things and saying that, oh, okay, well, we have no, we have complete the faith that this thing averted, whatever, at the cap. Get out of here, man.
Based upon that assessment, I and other leaders in the department repeatedly asserted the validity of this strike. I am here today to set the record straight and acknowledge our mistakes.
They never say this, brothers. They never say they set the record straight. Those guys will do something. They will lie to their teeth. They say they went, we strike, we kill 10 Taliban. That's it. And then they will not release anything to you. You will never know what happened up until now.
I will end my remarks with the same note of sincere and profound condolences to the family and friends of those who died in this tragic strike. We are exploring the possibility of ex gratia payments.
Yo, you killed 10 people and then you left all the money over there and all the guns. You're going to make payment? What is this?
I'll finish by saying that while the team conducted the strike, did so in the honest belief that they were preventing an imminent attack on our forces and civilian evacuees, we now understand that to be incorrect.
All right. Okay. So, all right then. They admit certain things now. Okay. You guys, they were wrong. Now, why do I bring this, brothers? Why do we bring this and we talk about this? It's because the Most I want you to see, say, look at them. Look, their so-called National Guards are in the hospital working. They are driving children around. They are going to the border, and then they can't even hit their target anymore. Those people have no power. The Most I want you to see this, okay? So we have to understand all the glory and all the praise and all the credits go to the Most High. He did this. Okay, those people lost, they lost the sword, they lost the blessing. And then let's watch this again. You see, they like to do this. Oh, that's oh, I didn't even see this. Okay, that's the video that the brother released yesterday. So, watch this, brothers. Watch what they are doing now. I haven't watched the video anyway, so.
Leader in Africa.
Okay.
Overseas tonight, France says it has killed the top ISIS leader in Africa in an airstrike, thanking the U.S. for their support. The target wanted in the death of 4 U.S. troops in an ambush in Niger in 2017. ABC senior foreign correspondent Ian Panel tonight on how this unfolded.
he had a $5 million bounty on his head. And tonight, the French military saying Adnan Abu Walid al-Sahrawi, ISIS #1 commander in Africa, responsible for the deaths of 4 US soldiers, is dead.
So again, they just give you something like this, and then they expecting you to believe, yes, they got this guy. Nobody questions it. Wait a minute, when did you got it? When did you? I thought you guys. What the French now? Is it? The French are the biggest cowards when it comes to the Gentiles. The French are the top of the cowards. And what's going on? So we must just sit there and then and believe what you guys saying now. So remember this fellow on the left right there. They were making fun of him. They were making jokes that a Niger is killed in a Niger. Okay? A Niger was killed in Niger. They were making fun and jokes of this guy. They don't respect you when you serve in their place. And all of a sudden now, those, I don't know, they killed the guy that did this. Okay, all right, well, all right, okay.
Al-Sahrawi's group carried out a deadly ambush attack on a team of US Green Berets and local troops, searching for a key ISIS figure in Niger in 2017. During the operation, Staff Sergeants Brian Black and Dustin Wright and Sergeant First Class Jeremiah Johnson were killed near their vehicle
Jeremiah Black. Oh, all right. Well, I never noticed that.
During an intense gun battle. Sergeant LeDavid Johnson was separated from the group and
okay, brother David here.
Also killed, his body missing for 2 days. 5 Nigerian troops also died. French President Macron confirming overnight that Sahrawi was killed in a drone strike while on a motorbike near the border with Mali in late August. We were near that border in 2019. Although parts of Niger are stable, the closer you get to the border, the more you see these large, ungovernable spaces. And these have provided fertile territory for militants to come in from the Middle East, from North Africa, to join local terrorist groups and to create a much greater threat than has ever existed before in this part of Africa.
He is remembered by so many.
The parents of Jeremiah Johnson say the news is bittersweet.
It sure doesn't bring any kind of closure.
He was just one of many that were there that day. There are a lot more perpetrators that should be brought to justice.
Despite this killing, the terror threat in parts of Africa is growing, with one military official telling me he fears a surge in violent extremism, not just from ISIS, but increasingly Al-Qaeda.
Oh boy, you people, man, it just never stopped. Then this is something they just put there to cover to cover the toilet seat, so to speak, you know. And we're supposed to believe that this guy did this and he got taken out. Okay, whatever, man. So this is their technology, okay? That's your technology. Shovel and holes and chainsaw. Thousands flee. Let me put this a little bit down. Thousands flee homes as Spanish wildfire rages on Costa del Sol, which means the coast of the earth. Is that what that is? The coast of the land or the coast of the earth? I'm not quite sure. That's a wildfire. It's still burning. This was reported on September the 13th, and we are the 18th. It's still burning, brothers. Okay? All right? Sierra Bell Major. Okay? So this is a plague number 2 of the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. All right, let's get it. And we witnessed plague number 9, and this is plague number 2, fiery conflagration of the cities. All right, and then the one that happened over there, the whole thing with the children that fell in Africa, is execution by the sword. Okay, let them go at each other's throat, beloved. Let them. All right. So now, as you can see, brothers, this is the technology. Okay, they cannot utter their mouth and control the weather. All right, those people have none of this. Okay, well, we see like 112 here. Anyway, so they do not have this type of power. Okay, they do not control. They can do none of this. You can see that it's been going on for a while. This is the technology. The little airplane drop a little spray, a little water on top of this. Okay, the Most High control everything, and the Most High do this. You know, he did this. What you're watching here. All right, it's still going on worldwide, brothers. Look at this giant smoke. Look like a giant baby's head. A little baby, that's the arm of the baby. That's his little finger, trying like a crawling little baby. Anyway, man, those people have no power whatsoever. Okay, and this is the Dixie fire. Okay, this fire is still going on, brothers. It's been going on for months now. Okay, this fire is still going on. All right, rain overnight, and today is God sent a week ago, but it's still going on. Okay, that was in September 9th. Okay, it's still going on. This is such a waste. It is going to turn California into a desert. Okay, it's still going on. State, let me see, state burning as new summer, whatever. So yeah, this thing is still going on, man. It's not stopping right now. I think they say it's like somewhere like 1,900,000 and something thousand, all praises, acres.
Two developing stories involving rappers. Police in Hallandale Beach say a man was found dead in front of a home this morning. He's believed to be rapper Wiz the Wizard. Florida Highway Patrol says an alleged road rage.
So again, you are, well, 2 + 5, you know what to do. Now, beloved, you're going to witness a lot of things. You're going to witness how the sword is so heavy in the midst of the unrepented 2/3 and the Gentiles. Generally, people that the Most High don't want. Any little things, brothers, any little road rage, any little argument, somebody is hating the
Shooting on I-95 also this morning led to another man getting at least 22 bullet holes to the driver's side of his car. That man is said to be rapper Spot'em Gotham. CBS 4's Jessica Vallejo joins us from Hallandale Beach with what police are telling us about both shootings.
This is the corner of 6th Terrace and 10th Street, and this is where that body was found early this morning in front of this vacant home. You can see those markers still remain on the floor, but this no longer an active scene. Police still remain investigating.
A prior resident to the city of Hallandale Beach.
While Hallandale Beach police have not confirmed the identity of the person found, multiple posts on social media claim the victim was rapper Wiz the Wizard. Police said what caused the person's death is still unknown.
So yeah, now you're seeing a bunch of the 2/3 right now. Back then, you didn't see this, brothers. You didn't see rappers all dying. When a rapper died back then, it was national, international news. Because back then, when a rapper died, it meant something, somebody died, but right now, brothers, it's nothing. Yeah, I don't even know. This dude is in Broward. Hallandale Beach is like a few miles, like 4 miles from where I'm at, 4 to 5 miles. I don't even know this dude. I never heard of him. All I know, those are the guys that they think rapping now is killing each other, and things like that happen, man. Back then, rappers, when a rapper died, it was international news. The whole earth know about it. But right now, look at this.
Now, Chopper 4 aerials show police cornered off a large perimeter of the neighborhood. Family members showed up to the home. Police say as per the integrity of the investigation, they will not release the man's name yet.
I can't confirm a head wound, but it does appear that he did have some trauma to his body, correct. At this time, we don't have any known suspects, and the investigation is still ongoing.
And early this morning, another rapper was shot. According to TMZ, Spot'em Gotham is recovering in Adventura Hospital after being shot multiple times in a Miami road rage incident.
So again, those guys, they're all Haitian anyway. So those are the two. I'm evil, man. Okay, those are the 2/3 that they really don't care. Those guys, they live for that, and the Mosai he's using the trash to take out the trash. So we really don't care about this. Then again, this is plague number 9, execution by the sword. We give the Mosai all praise, all glory, and all the credits.
FHP tells us the rapper was riding in a car and shot at least 22 times on the driver's side. The driver was shot on his hip, and Spottum Gotham suffered gunshot wounds to both legs. Both are in stable condition, but police remain searching for the person responsible. And if you have any information, police are asking you to please come forward. In Hollandale, Jessica
We
Vallejo.
don't care, man. Next, we don't care.
A record number of dolphins were killed in the Faroe Islands.
Before I bring this, brothers, just to know, this is very. I was going to close with this, but somehow it popped up here. I forgot to put that in. But beloved, my apology for this. This is going to be graphic, but we have to bring these things upon the nation attention. Okay. Okay. All right. So now.
More than 1,400 white-sided dolphins were reportedly killed in the Faroe Islands in the largest ever recorded hunt for the area. The Faroe Islands, a semi-autonomous Danish archipelago, allow the centuries-old and controversial whale and dolphin hunts throughout.
So again, these the Danish, the tribe of Dan, the Danites, the Vikings were our people. It was us. You people swagger drag the land, and this is what you're doing to the animals. Okay, and again, I'm not against that because you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do things like that because that's what you did. You killed 1,400 of these things on a hunt. You're not going to eat all the 1,400, and you bathing and you use the Most High animal. That's why he has to take you off this place, because that's what you did. Remember that you guys did this too. Okay, the buffalo extermination, or
buffalo extermination,
or bison. Okay, this is what you guys did. Okay, our people, you wanted to starve them to death. You brought a plague upon them. This is the skull of the buffalo, the bones. You build a mountain with them. Okay, you wanted to starve our people when we were in our land. This is the hinds. Okay, all right. So that's the buffalo that you know, kill every buffalo you can. Every buffalo dead is an Indian gun. That was you guys' slogan. Kill every buffalo you can. Every buffalo dead is an Hebrew Israelite gun, because we are and we still are what you are calling the true native of this land. Okay, that's what you guys did. All right, you guys, you've been destroying the Most High animals, and you did all those stuff. Okay, this is the head of the buffalo. You build like giant wall with them. Okay, buffalo population 1,800 estimated 30 million buffalo or bison. 1,900 estimate 500 buffalo. Okay, from 1800 to 1900, we had 30 million buffaloes, aka bison, and under 1900, there's only 500. Okay, Colonel R.I. Dodge noted every buffalo dead is an Indian gun. So he came from Colonel R.I. Dodge. All right, so that's what you guys did, and we know that you're supposed to do those things because, well, you know, you were anointed to do things like this. So when you see that, brothers, those people are the so-called white Edomites, the white Danish. The Japanese did something back then. We touched on that. It wasn't that far though. 2009, the Cove, 2009. No, not Coles.
Thick as Thieves is a 2009 movie directed by Mimi Leder. The Cove is a 2000.
Was it? Let me see. Is it 2009? Yes, 2009. Okay, back in 2009, and then this is what you guys were doing, and this is the so-called Ammonite, the Japanese, the brother of the Moabites, and then they were killing the dolphin and all that. We showed the footage. And in our previous video a year ago, that's what you guys do, okay? And you do this for fun, okay? You guys could have just put those animals somewhere and then killed them mercifully, but you did this. That's what you people do, you know? And then for the people that want a little bit further thing, they got Seaspiracy Netflix. Seaspiracy Netflix. There you go. So on Netflix they have this show where you guys overfish everything. You know, you guys are greedy. You are killing everything. And those people catch hell though. Okay, they catch hell for that video. For that, they say, oh, you guys like, you guys over the top and stuff that's not true, and so things like that. Okay, conspiracy. So you guys overfish everything. Okay, you got our people. They will take a few fish. They will take what they need, not you guys. Okay, you guys will, you know, overfishing everything, taking everything with you, and that's what you folks do. And again, this is all okay. The Most High is under control. Okay, plague number 3, destruction by pestilence among the cattle. So when you do this, you are fulfilling prophecy
and distribute much of the meat for free through the communities. Supporters note that there are regulations to keep the hunts sustainable, but many are still upset by the size and brutality of this latest hunt. The Faroe government released a statement saying that the size of the pod led to difficulties once the animals had reached the bay. While the islands are known for their whale hunts, dolphin hunting is less popular due to their smaller size. Annually, approximately 250 white-sided dolphins are hunted, which the government claims is sustainable based on the latest abundance estimates.
So they can estimate and say, oh, that's good, we're going to kill all. Look, listen, brothers, make no mistake, man. If they kill like 10 of those stuff, they can feed the whole place, man. If they kill like 100, they can fill the whole place, but they choose to kill 1,400, man. 1,400 plus. Okay? That's how those people are. They like to bathe and walk in the blood and massacre those animals like that, man. All praises to the Most High.
To get vaccinated.
Today, one local police chief led a push to try and change.
COVID-19 is now the leading cause of death for law enforcement officers, but even that is not enough to convince many to get vaccinated.
Today, one local police chief led a push to try and change that. Local 10's Hatzel Vela is live to show us. Hatzel.
Nicole, it turns out attendance at this one-day vaccination site was pretty low. In fact, organizers are telling us that it was about close to 10 police officers who showed up here, but they tell us that even had it been one, that's enough. In law enforcement, vaccine hesitation remains despite the number of officers we've lost to COVID-19.
Now, let me make this clear, beloved. The Most High is taking so many of them out. They really don't want to bring that in, brothers. This is the number one reason why they are no more. And it's been like this ever since this thing hit. You see, they will not report things like that, brothers, unless it is very, very bad. You must understand, beloved, what's going on here is the work of the Most High. Now, this guy that, well, those people that are no more, most likely in the future, they would have been the one that would carry certain attacks, certain ritualistic killing. But they are no more. And it is said, brothers, this thing is the leading cause. And I didn't say this, you heard it. It is the leading cause of this thing. Yet, they refuse to take the cure because they don't trust it. Again, this is plague number 8. Okay, pestilence and hunger will change their destructions. Okay, this pestilence is changing their destruction. All right, this thing, the Wona, is a pestilence. All right, plague number 8.
Not knowing what the impact will be later on, the long-term impact of the vaccination, and that's the purpose of my hesitation.
Miami Police Major Albert Guerra got his first shot today, part of a vaccine drive organized by the Association of Miami-Dade Police Chiefs and the Miami Heat. For Major Guerra, the final push came by way of his father, who was seriously ill with COVID, 18 days in the hospital, at times on a respirator.
How many days, brothers and sisters? How many days the father spent in there? You know what to do.
He survived.
Would you have taken the vaccine knowing what you know now? And he said, yeah. So that pretty much changed my mind.
El Portal's police chief, David Magnuson, is a big vaccine advocate.
More cops have died in the line of duty from COVID than from gunshots and traffic crashes, which are always 1 and 2, combined for the past 2 years.
I did not say this. They did. So you guys meant to tell me what you did over there in that place in Missouri because we quit because I don't know we're not getting paid, we don't have that respect we used to have. Nah, man, you guys quit because you are no more. You guys are no more. The Most High is taking you out. How are you going to bring Jacob's trouble? How are you going to bring that trouble? First of all, you don't even know who's Jacob here. I'll take the liberty to say all those cap that are no more or 2/3. They all rejects that the Most High don't want. I'll take that liberty. You guys don't even know who we are. That's why the Most High is doing this, brothers. This issue is real. This is not a conspiracy. This is not a flu. This thing is very real. And it's happening to those people. They are hiding it. All right. This should make national news. If this thing was quote unquote diabetes or high blood pressure, they say, well, African American, Warner is the number one killing of African American black people and stuff because they are poor, lazy, they got poor diets and all that scum. But when it comes to you, it's in the local news, not all over.
Recently, in South Florida, we lost 5 officers in just 1 week.
Okay, those are the 5 officers they lost in 1 week. We already made the video for all of them. Okay, Patrick, aka Paul, again, Patrick Madison again, Edward Perez, Jennifer Sapat, Lazaro, aka Lazarus, Robert Williams. Okay, they in 1 week, brothers. Okay, they are no longer. That's what I told you. Most of those people, like I would say that I would take this brother and say he one of us. Okay. You know, he's a 2/3, or it could be a straight up Gentiles. We don't know. All we know, we give the Most High praises and glory. He did this.
The chief doesn't believe in vaccine mandates, but believes in respectful debate and blames misinformation for the low vaccination rates in law enforcement. He's urging officers in South Florida to do the research and verify where it's coming from.
We're supposed to protect and serve. We can't do either if we're laid up in quarantine or we're laid up in a hospital on a respirator.
Let me translate that for you. We're supposed to protect and serve. That means we're supposed to protect our people, our interests, our blessing. How do we do this? To suppress and oppress the children of the Lord, harass them when they are driving around, shoot them for no reason. And we can do this with this plague upon us. And they really can't. They really can't. I would say 2 months ago, our beloved sister Lisa Cabrera released a video that they not a video. She did not release a video though, because if she did, they would have strike her channel, because she put an article out there that there are more as we speak right now, there are more so-called Gentiles in the prison system than Hebrews. And they keep that lie, 13% Europe population, and then 100% of the prison system. No, there are more of them in there than us.
So today was shot 1 on October 7th. Those who got the shot here today will have to return. That's another chance, organizers say, for people who are hesitant to come for that one or that first shot.
Okay, now you got one who got first, then you got a booster, then probably gonna get a 4th one and stuff like that. All praises to the Most High, man. This is plague number 8, pestilence among the cattle. No, pestilence will change their destruction. Okay, this pestilence is in the midst of them. The Most High released them. We give the Most High praise, glory, and credits. All praises. Yes.
In Florida nursing homes died of.
All right.
During a 4-week period in August, 237 people in Florida nursing homes died of COVID-19.
That's according to a new report released yesterday by the senior.
All right, let me let you hear this again. People think this thing is a joke. All right, listen.
During a 4-week period in August, 237 people in Florida nursing homes died of.
237. If you could add that for us, that would be great. You know what? Let me drink a little water. In 1 week, in August, in 1 week, 237. Okay, let me drink a little water here. Give the Most High glory and praises. That is good. This is good. Brothers, 237 people in 1 week. Do you know what that is, beloved? 237 souls are gone in 1 week. And then I would say, well, they say it's like a senior home and stuff like that. But I'll take the liberty that there is a video circulating out there. I don't want to bring it onto the nation. You know, some Gentiles admit that they did lynch a fellow man, you know, a fellow Hebrew man. So we give the Most High praises and glory for that. And now you understand why those things are happening. Okay, let us keep on moving. All right, is that thing? Whoa, I haven't saved that thing recording for a while. Oh, for 35 minutes. Oh, man, I would have been so pissed off if that thing did not record, okay? All right, let's go.
COVID-19.
That's according to a new report released yesterday by the senior advocacy group AARP. Florida tied for the highest death rate in the nation during that period. News 6 investigator Lewis Bolden is live in Orlando and has been combing through the data for us. Lewis?
Well, Lisa, the report focuses on licensed nursing homes only. Nursing homes are required to submit certain information to the Federal Centers of Medicare and Medicaid. So AARP used federal...
Okay, you see, this is what I don't like about those people. They say report 237 COVID nurses home death in 4-week period. Is that what that is? Or did I make a mistake? Let me hear what this fellow said.
During a 4-week period in August, 237 people in Florida nursing homes died.
Doing a full week, and then the other guy said in a 4-week period. Which one is it? What's going on here? Again, it could be me because it's 1:43 a.m. I'm on the 3 days fasting, water only. I'm very hungry. I don't know what the hell is going on. I'm very confused. This guy saying a 1 week, and then over here, when we read this, let me see. Yikes. Okay. When we read this, the report say 237 COVID nursing home death in 4-week period. What is this? If somebody can explain that to me, please, because I'm very confused here.
So AARP used federal...
Well, put it in the comment.
...data to build this report. During a 4-week period ending August 22nd, 237 nursing home residents died of COVID-19.
Okay, but it wasn't in a week, so it wasn't 4 weeks. I don't know which one to pick here. I don't know. Anyway, all glory and praises to the Most High.
In Florida, according to a new report released by AARP. The report also showed that 13 Florida nursing home staff members died of COVID-19 during the same period. A brutal reminder the pandemic is not over.
Thank you. You see, brethren, the Gentiles, they have this issue, okay? Some call it cognitive dissonance, and I call it pride. You see, they have this pride that they've been under the blessings for so long, they have this pride that nothing can happen to them. If something happened, they will lie and say it's not true. Man, this one is all conspiracy. It's just a flu and stuff. Even though they're on the deathbed, then they say you're dying because of the YAHAWAH. They say, F you, it's not real. And they die. They die. Oh, it's over. Because why? They open everything. You guys are partying. Today, around like 11 p.m., while I just finished the podcast, and I went to CVS to get some stuff for my mother, and while I was passing close to downtown, and I noticed like all the clubs are open, cars are out there, but not as much though. There are a few cars out there, the people are partying and laughing. And I sent a prayer while I was driving. I said, Father, look at them marking you. Most High, Father, look at them. They are marking you. They think that this thing going to last forever, or even worse, it's going to get back to normal. This thing is not over until the Most High say so. Or like that scumbag, Roof, what is his name again? Sid Roth. It's not over until the fat lady sing. Fat lady been singing since 2019. Zaza.
What was your initial reaction?
Sinking feeling in my gut.
Jeff Johnson is AARP's Florida director.
I mean, it's unfortunate that Florida has been the lead of where things are really bad right now for several months on a variety of measures.
The report shows 73.6% of Florida's nursing home residents are fully vaccinated, making it the third lowest in the country. When it comes to nursing home staff, the numbers are worse. 48.5% of Florida nursing home staff members are fully vaccinated, according to the report.
Again, they are doing this thing to push this stuff. Okay, well, if you take it, you know, you're good, whatever, man. Try to force this thing into prophecy. Go ahead, then.
Only Louisiana is lower with 47.9%.
We knew and have been saying for the last several months, if this isn't addressed, if we don't see an increase in vaccinations, it's really likely that Florida is going to be a leader in the number of cases and unfortunately in the number of fatalities.
Okay, this was recorded the 16th. Florida is already the whatever.
The state of Florida has stopped releasing daily COVID-19
of course.
stats, but according to the Florida Department of Health's last report on May 28th, there were 11,506 COVID-related deaths in long-term care facilities in the state.
Okay, that's like 11 brothers. Listen, brethren, sistren, I want you to understand how serious this thing is, man. Do you know what that is when you lost 11,506 people? Even if you did for the whole year, that means you got 11. Let's take the liberty. At least I will take the liberty and say 11,000 of this thing. Let's say 70% were seniors, and they were on, I don't know, Medicaid or disability, some kind of governmental help. Now those people are no more. Let's say that 30% were the nurses. Okay, that's just me doing something. Now you have to replace those people in order for this system to go on, man. And this thing happened in May, and they stopped publishing it. They stopped. DeSantis say, "Hey, yo, man, shut the hell up, man. Stop." They stopped publishing it, okay?
The Florida Healthcare Association, which represents nearly 700 nursing homes and assisted living facilities, sent News 6 a statement in response to the AARP report. It reads in part, Florida's nursing centers have put forth tremendous efforts to keep both their residents and staff safe since the beginning of the pandemic, and they continue to do so. Our centers are doing everything in their power to encourage staff to get vaccinated, including offering incentives. Now, we will include FHCA's full statement with this story on clickorlando.com.
Whatever, man. So this thing is real. I really don't want to spend time reading waiting for the Trumpers to claim victory over. Yeah, this thing is real, man. And again, this was on local news, okay? 568 view. Not many people see this, okay? This is plague number 8, which is pestilence, will change the destructions, okay? They have many destructions. There are certain things, brothers, we haven't seen yet, okay? Okay, I'm trying to. There you go. That's an earthquake in China, all right? Okay, this is China. Okay, 6.0 earthquake that happened 2 days ago in China, brothers. Okay. Okay, you see this? All right. This is an earthquake. And they are showing you the footage. China is very good at that. They're showing you the footage that have no damage. They don't show you the footage where a massive amount of people are under a building, the whole roof collapse upon them, and then none of them are no more. They just gone. Okay. All right. This is earthquake over there in China 2 days ago. It's September the 16th. It's the 18th. It's like a day ago because it's like 1 a.m. now. Okay. That's what happened. All right. So they are showing you mild damage. And then there you go. There you go. And then they stand very, they're very proud that they're firefighters. They're going to save people and stuff like that. They are so proud, and they never save anyone. You see, those firefighters remind me of the story that happened a couple months ago. I would say probably 6 months ago. There was a group of Chinese runners. I will take the liberty saying there were a group of Moabites runners, and they were running up on the top of a mountain or something like that, and the Mosai drop the temperature to below something, and it freeze them to death. All of them die. None of them survive. There were a bunch of them, and they lie about it. And then, when the footage got out, then they were trying to. It was summer, brothers. It was in the summer. You see those guys running with like short shorts, and then all their body. There were some of those guys who were running with shirtless. Okay, but the Mosai dropped the temperature to below 0 something. It forced them to death and killed all of them. All praises. Okay, this happened in China, and this is the plague number 5, I believe, destruction by earthquake. Okay, plague number 5, destruction by earthquake, and also plague number 10, okay, destroying earthquake. Okay, so they don't want to show those things, but that's what that is. Now, beloved, why is this thing is happening? Why are we seeing all those things going around the world? We are seeing those things going around the world because of Genesis 15 verse 13 is fulfilled. We finish our punishment, okay, and our own land with you on top of us. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them for 100 years. Yea, you people did afflict us for 100 years, and now, and also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, since the 400 years is complete. And then now Father is using the plague to judge you. And as you can see, most of the plague, throughout all our videos, if you've been following what the Mosai is doing through us, you see all of them has been fulfilled. So this one is plague. This one that you just witnessed here is plague number 5, destruction by earthquakes. Okay, destruction by earthquake and the sword. Okay, so that's what you see. Now, men does not have the ability nor the technology to do this. And if they had it, they would have quarantined our people where they had the most and did this to them. All right. Now, again, the people, the so-called Gentiles, they do not have the peace. Now, I mean, the truth. Okay, how long we are into this? Okay, good. They do not have the truth. Now, let me show, before I forget, let me show the nation something that's happening. Arrest made after woman kicked down. I don't know. So let me go ahead and get this so the people can see how those so-called folks out there are slowly but surely swagger jacking. All right, so I got this here. Boy, let me get the other one so I don't forget that one. Give me a quick second. I will be back instantly like this. All right, then let's go back to that. Now, this fellow, his name, well, Love has a name. I don't know this guy. He will say his name here. This video was released September the 16th. His name is, I don't know his name, but the power of delight yourself and God. Good stress. The power of delighting yourself in God. Goodbye, stress, guilt, fear, depression, complaining, etc. Really? Okay, all right. Well, let's listen to 5 minutes of what this fellow's saying, at least.
Bless you. Welcome once more to Love Has a Name. And my name is Brian. I want to talk to you briefly about something that the Lord has been teaching me in the last week or so.
Okay.
And already the opportunity has come up 3 times where God has had me share this new insight into a spiritual principle that we can all literally, if we understand it, we can apply it to our lives, and it's just going to make our walk, our relationship with God, life in general, much easier.
Okay, so notice that he didn't say our relationship with Jesus Christ. I barely can say the name, but anyway, it's all about God now. Okay, all right.
I'm sure you guys would like an easier way to attain the peace of God in your life, wouldn't you? On top of that, you want more joy, you want love, you don't want unnecessary stress, you want your mind to be settled and at rest. Well,
technically he's trying to tell his people to be at peace. That's what he's trying to say, but anyway, whatever.
I pray and I believe this video will help you. So just a few minutes ago, I was thinking within myself, talking to the Lord as I always do in my mind, in my heart, and I was wanting to make a video.
In my mind, in my heart. You guys never talk to the Lord in your heart, man. You just talk to it with your mouth. That's anyway.
Of some sort, but I didn't feel anything could really come to mind, and I don't want to force things just to make videos.
Yeah. Okay. So what he's saying now is like, yo, I'm gonna let the Holy Spirit do this. Usually those guys, that's what they do. They force things to make videos for the money, of course.
The Lord quickened me, and he reminded me of this one word that he's brought to me recently, and that word is delight.
Swagger Jack. He swagger Jack our people when we say rejoice. When we say rejoice, rejoice in the Most High. But here we go, man. Whatever, dog.
Okay, now let's invite the Lord, and I'm going to briefly walk you through not only scriptures to back up what I'm going to say, but the revelation and the understanding.
You see how those people speak right now? They are using scripture to back up what they are going to say. You guys never talk like this. And we keep telling you, stop doing this. This is serious. Stop doing that. You are not anointed by the Most High. You Christians out there, you've been doing all those garbages out there, and then now all of a sudden, and you want to walk people through. You've been walking them for over 400 years, and then you've been walking them straight down to the path of hell. And now that they are there, don't try to bring more people with you.
Understanding that the Holy Spirit has been unfolding to me.
You heard that?
That I have understood, and how you, by understanding, by taking it in, will be able to apply this so that you can benefit from the riches of God's Spirit, who reveals things to us. Revelation is not dead. Revelation is not over.
He swagger Jack, brother. The guy swagger Jack big Judah when he said people think that when you say revelation, you mean destruction. No, it meant to reveal, to make known. And we've been saying this. Okay, well, whatever, man. I mean, revelation for you guys mean the rapture. For all of a sudden now, it meant something else. Whatever, man.
The Holy Spirit is not out of a job. Jesus said he would reveal to us things to come, show us things to come. He would teach us and lead us into all truth. Right? All right. So God has much to teach us, and he just needs a people open and willing to receive. All right, Father, we give you thanks. We give you all the praise. We give you all the glory.
You heard this guy. Father, we give you thanks. We give you all glory and all praises. You guys never, ever, never said anything like this, man. You Christian never talk, you never call the Most High Father. You just say Jesus and Jesus, Jesus and stuff. All of a sudden now you guys are swagger jacking things. And then we told you to stop doing this thing, man. This thing is very serious. Giving the Most High all praises, all glory. You never talk like this. Stop doing this, okay? Stop swagger jacking, man. All right?
We bless your name, Abba.
We bless your name, Abba. Okay, you guys, that's, okay, well, Abba. Okay, you guys are, whatever, man.
We invite you, Lord Jesus and Holy Spirit, to be here with us now, present in this moment. I give you thanks, Father. I ask for the spirit of revelation and the spirit of understanding to flow freely without hindrance.
Listen to
I
this.
bind everything that would even attempt to come against the Holy Spirit flowing freely in Jesus' name, and I cast it all out.
This is witchcraft right there, man. Yo, this guy, blasphemy, heresy. This guy is a witch. How you casting spirit, man? You guys are casting spirit now. You guys are telling the angels to bind things now and cast them. You people, the only thing you guys cast is like when people are doing exorcism. You pay somebody to go around do some Haitian law. So, brothers, this thing was kind of like, you know, it was recommended to me. You know, so we'll take 3 minutes. You can watch all of this thing. This guy Love has a name, you know, that Love garbage stuff. But anyway, so the comment, you see this guy right now got over 7,000 view, brothers. He only got 1 thumb down because what he said really speak to them, okay? See, this woman said, Connie Dykel, she say, I love you mention to not beat yourself off when falling short. I'm learning to just sit quietly with the Lord. I always felt I need to be talking or asking. I've grown so much by just sitting quietly and listening to God, not to Jesus, to God. This is the same thing all people been saying when they said they are at peace and they live. Man, boy, Brother Brian, amazing word. I really need to hear this. Gosh. So those people, this guy slowly but surely, he's doing this and it's not going to work. Now, why is this thing was recommended to me? Okay, because I was watching my video from another channel. From the channel of the kids. I was watching my video and next thing you know, this video pop up next. And then when we were talking about this morning, Brother Ali was watching us live and he said, he sent this a testimony for the meddling, you know, kids strand. He said, good grief, as you are talking about these meddling kids, lo and behold, on the bottom right, laugh out loud. Now, this is the video that we released today, brothers, when we were talking about this. And then look at the bottom. You know, up next video, TD Jakes believing matters. Believing matters, okay? Black life matters, white life matters, now believing matters. That's what they are doing, brothers. That's what while we are doing this and the chat is playing, okay, our people are there. Okay, we are having, it was today, brothers, okay? Hebrew prayer, 12 o'clock, September 17, 2021, fruits meet for repentance. And then guess what next video is? Believing Matters by TG Jakes. A week ago, 451,000. You see, brothers, if you watch this video, I haven't, though, watch it. You will listen to the way those guys are talking. You're like, wait a minute. You know, we were just watching this, brothers. Read the comment. Read the comment. Okay? Peekaboo. Yes, I have. That's wild, man. Scared to get the real game. Yes, our remnants are true and straight to the point. We love our nation. Rubbernecking. Okay? They are rubbernecking. They were agents. Agents too. Wow, that's very interesting. They must be getting something from us. Yes, the people that are visiting, the time to visit is running and repent. And guess what? While we are talking, brothers, lo and behold, look at this. Next video that come up that's going to play next for the brother is called Believing Matters. Bishop T.D. Jakes. Don't notice, brothers, he keep putting Bishop in front of his name. He will tell people, I don't take title anymore. I don't take title. My name is, just call me TD Jakes. Okay, TD Jacob. But whatever, man. So that's what they are doing, man. That's what those people are doing. That's what those Christians are doing. And they think it is cool. It is fun to do things like this. The swagger jack and then put your own twist, Jesus, onto it. Trying to tell people to be at peace or to love the Most High. Delight in yourself and rejoice in the Most. Okay. All right, then. We know you guys are swagger jacking. Stop doing this, man. This thing is serious. But the only way for you to find out is to get the hand of the Most High upon you. Is that thing even recording right now? Is it? All right. We give the Most High praises and glory, man. So, yeah, let us keep on moving, man. Crazy.
First, the search is on right now for a hit-and-run driver who left a little girl hospitalized. Good evening, everyone. I'm Yuki Washington.
And I'm Jessica Cartalia. Police say the 6-year-old was crossing East Wishart Street in Kensington when she was struck by a minivan going the wrong way. Alicia Roberts is at police headquarters with what investigators believe sent that driver the wrong way. Alicia?
Well, Jessica, we want to start with an update on that little girl's condition tonight. She is stable in the hospital after being hit by that minivan while trying to run home to safety.
We don't know who the shooter was shooting at, but we don't believe anyone would be firing shots at a 6-year-old girl.
So, lately, beloved, you know what to do. Lately, it seems like the sound doesn't match the mouth to me, but that's what happened when things like that happen. The computer is quite slow and the internet and all that. So, it seems to me lately, brothers, a lot of 6, 3, 4, 5, 2 toddlers, children under 10 years old are being no more because the Most High, well, is not in their midst but ours, and Satan is collecting his payment. You know, you enjoy the 400 years, now pay up, man, okay? All praises to the Most High, all right?
In the crossfire.
At least 9 shots were fired at the intersection of F and Wishart Streets.
So, you got 9 shots were fired, okay? All right, so you got 9 shots were fired. It's the Most High telling you he's in the midst of all this. Watch this.
Yeah, but we don't believe anyone would be firing shots at a 6-year-old girl.
5 plus 9, 5 plus 4, equal 9, destruction, okay? And plague number 9, execution by the sword. And then
in the crossfire.
At least 9 shots were fired at the intersection.
At least 9 shots were fired. You can't make that up.
Of F and Wishart Streets.
A 6-year-old girl is struck by a minivan going the wrong direction as she attempted to run home after hearing shots fired just down the street from her Kensington home.
A 6-year-old child is launched about 50 feet in a westbound direction.
Officials believe the driver may have also been trying to get away from the violence.
We're not certain at this time whether the person in the minivan was firing the gunshots. We don't know that. We don't think so at this time.
Police say the little girl was rushed to Temple University Hospital.
When police found her, she was conscious. When we got her to the hospital, she was still conscious. So she's very lucky.
And we have been staying in touch with Philadelphia police. They tell me right now they are continuing to review surveillance video from the area, but they are asking anyone who may have seen the shooting or seen that minivan.
So yeah, man, the sword is heavy in the land. All praises to the Most High. Man.
A little boy lost his life tonight when he was hit by a car in the city's northeast section. It happened shortly after 6 on...
Okay, I have to, let me see if I can do this. Let me see what's going on here.
A little boy lost his life tonight when he was hit by a car in the city's northeast section. It happened shortly after 6 on Eastwood Street. Officers say the 5-year-old boy ran into the street and was hit by a man driving a pickup truck. We're told the driver stayed at the scene. The investigation is ongoing.
Some stories. First at 11, frustration and worry tonight as there is no sign of a missing Southwest Florida woman.
So we really don't care about this story. It's just like sensation. If she is still here, she'll be no more. We don't care. All praises.
Also caught on camera, bad brawl, chaos at a popular Brickell restaurant when fists started flying among people inside. The upscale restaurant suddenly turning into a fight club, and it was downright dangerous. Local 10 Sanela Sabovic is live with the video of the madness. Sanela.
Nicole, this video is pretty wild. You see 2 groups just going at it, not only throwing punches at one another, but also objects, breaking glass in the process, creating thousands of dollars worth of damage.
Fine dining, well, not at its finest. Not listed on the menu, this all-out brawl. It was a Friday night frenzy at the Trulux restaurant on Brickell Avenue.
Now, for those of you who knows that live in South Florida, Fort-Lauderdale area, you know Trulux is kind of like an upscale thing, beautiful, and they sell, well, seafood, all kind of seafood, crab, seafood, mainly crab. So what it is now, what you're seeing, it's for any little things, the Gentiles, brothers, they are going at each other's throats. And you saw this in a pizza shop, and you used to see how people doing this, still doing that, the 2/3, you know, be them in hell. Now you see, for any little things, beloved, those people are going at each other's throat and they are tearing each other's apart. They can't even sit in a restaurant and have a little food without one of them look at the other one and, hey man, why are you looking at me like that, Negro, and things like that happen.
We know there was a fight between two tables. However, when the fight...
Again, look at the name of this fellow. Look at his name. All right. All praises. The Most High already told you he's in the midst.
It started under one of the cameras, so we can't see who actually threw the first punch.
Watch as this man in a black tank top hurls a metal object. Another man in a black and yellow shirt throws a similar object. And in the mix, punches are dished out, serving up some chaos. Police were called to the scene, and before officers could talk to anyone, those involved took off. No arrests were made. The area where the fight took place was vandalized. According to an incident report, glasses were smashed and chairs were broken. Other objects were thrown. Managers reported at least $7,000 worth of damage.
If we do locate these people, that we can come back and
So, you got Michael in the mist and $7,000. This is perfect right there. Listen, brothers, this is the Most High mocking those people, man. Okay? We give him praise and glory, all right?
charge him with the crime of vandalism.
Lately, we've been seeing more and more of this type of violence and aggression, especially at South Florida airports.
You know what that means, brothers? We are not the only one that saw this. They've seen it, brethren. They understand these things, this behavior that you're seeing here is not normal. They don't, well, they probably act like they don't know why it's happening. We do know that's the Most High. The plague has been unleashed. All sort of spirits are out there, and they will jump in your body if your frequency is low, if your shield is low. Well, then how do you keep your frequency high and keep your shield high and strong? By being at peace, by giving the Most High glory and praises, and by tell the Most High, I want you to put me at peace. I'm worshiping you. I don't want any stress. I don't want to be in the midst of those people. I give you all the glory and praises. Submit yourself unto him, then you're good.
Police definitely say they've seen an increase in these types of cases and are attributing it to the pandemic.
That's not what that is, brothers. That's not what that is. Ever since 2020 hit, brethren, the Most High released the spirits. Satan is collecting, so a lot of things, the angels, the heaven is empty. All the angels are here, and a lot of things are happening because of our prayer, because of Genesis 15 verse 13. Selah, so be it.
Exercise patience, because everybody has been locked up for so long that now that we're coming out, we want to have the freedom to be able to do these.
You people were never locked up. You scumbag, heard about the shutdown. You went in Michigan, downtown Michigan. You do a lot of scum stuff. You were never in lockdown, okay? This has nothing to do with no damn pandemic. This has everything to do with the power of the God of Jacob, Abraham, Isaac, and Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our God. He is doing this, not pandemic, man. Stop doing that.
These fun things that we're able to do now.
Okay, so we give the Most High praises and glory, man. And you see those people cannot stand each other, all right?
A prominent QAnon anti-mask, anti-vax advocate is now dead from complications from COVID. Veronica Wolski gained notoriety for documenting her own protests, including the one where she harassed Staples employees over their store's mask policy. Well, her death has prompted outrage from the far right, which claims the hospital refused to treat her with the livestock deworming medication ivermectin. It's yet another disturbing example of what the already strained healthcare workforce is up against during this already deadly pandemic. Back with us again tonight, Dr. Kavita Patel, clinical physician, former senior policy aide during the Obama administration.
We don't care. Another Patel. So what you are seeing here, brothers, is the Most High. He just bring the angels are reporting the spirit of confusion upon those people, because what's happening here, brothers, the Gentiles, they have this pride. nothing can come upon them, nothing can come against them. Everything that seems to come against them, it's just the government, it's just the media try to scare you. It's not real. It's the alien doing this. They will do anything to lie. They will do anything to take the credits from the Most High. Now, this woman that you saw, I forgot her name, she was one of those QAnon, conspiracy theorists. This thing is fake, it's a flu, it's not real. The elite trying to control us and stuff, they're trying to control, then she got it, then she's no more. And we know this thing is very real. We even have people in our nation that have this thing. We even have people in our nation that have their children that are no more because of this thing. We even have people that were in the nation that are no more. Their husband, their wives are no more because of this. You are going to sit there with a straight face and telling them they were they went to Abraham's bosom because of a flu. I'm assuming, I will take the liberty saying every single person listening here, this is a great assume, every single person listening here at once in their life had the flu. But at once in your life when you had that flu, you weren't no more. This is not what that is, brothers. This thing is real. It's coming from the Most High. At least that's what we said here. If you new here, you come with us, so this thing is a lie. It's not real. Fauci, they manufacturing this. They didn't do none of this. The Most High did. And he is in the midst. We don't really want to go over there, but let's take the next video.
Drug already on the market.
New at 11, critical new research from the University of Georgia out tonight, offering a glimmer of hope in the fight against COVID-19.
The researchers say they have discovered a drug already on the market, may also keep people from getting sick from COVID-19. CBS 46's Alan Devlin in studio explaining the findings.
Yeah, Rick, Sean, so gout is a form of arthritis common in the foot, inflammation, if you will, but a drug used to treat it surprised some researchers.
That guy is always loud. I don't know why he does this. This guy, why are you doing this, Alan, man? This dude is always like louder than it needs to be. Like, what is it? What is it, Alan? What do you try to prove here?
In the bout to stop coronavirus in its tracks.
As the world hunts for ways to combat COVID-19,
you heard what they say now, after all the stuff, after all the chlorochlorine, ivermectin, and the Clorox, now, let's see, what is it? Commonly used gout medication may be a new weapon and fight against. Researchers are saying, we find it. Now this thing gonna be, when did they came in? September 10th? This thing going to be flying off the shelf and everywhere.
New study out of UGA is providing a new hope for researchers.
Our initial studies were to evaluate the probenecid as a prophylactic.
According to researcher Ralph Tripp with UGA's.
Ralph, what is Ralph, I'm getting something here. I may be wrong. Let me double check. What does the name Ralph means?
According to Ancestry.com, English, from a Middle English personal name composed of Germanic rad, counsel, advice, plus wolf, wolf. This was first introduced into England by Scandinavian settlers in the Old Norse form Ralfr, and was reinforced after the conquest by the Norman form Rolf.
Okay, Ralph, advice, counsel. Who would take counsel here, advice from this dude? I would not take your advice, Ralph.
These vaccine and therapeutic studies, probenecid, the medicine commonly used to treat gout.
Probenecid, so that's the new craze now. You know, the first craze was paper toilet, sanitizer. The second one was the drug that Trump Trump came in with. Hydrochloroquine, I don't know what that is. The third one was Clorox, just sprayed, injected. And the fourth was ivermectin. And then we got some fifth called probenecid, all right? All right, then. If this is all, okay, all right. That's the Most High bringing the confusion upon them.
Potentially blocks COVID-19 replication in mammalian cells. Gout is a form of arthritis.
It turns out that our data showed it works both ways with the same level of efficacy. It's very safe, and it's actually utilized like I said, for enhancing the efficacy of antibiotics as well.
The study, featured in Nature's national publication Scientific Reports, featuring data sets and graphs showcasing the findings. The drug has been around for almost 50 years now, and the average cost just pennies on the dollar. It's also an oral drug, which makes it easier to distribute.
Okay, probenecid? I don't know. I don't care. All right, that's another craze in the market.
Large group of teachers are rallying tonight against the new vaccine mandate. Chopper 2 live right now over the protest. We have seen the crowd growing over the last 30 minutes. They're at Foley Square in Manhattan, speaking out against the new rules that went into effect today. We'll keep an eye on that and keep you posted.
So that's what that is. That's you guys' new civil right now. It's time for you to protest against your own government. See how it feels when they force something upon you. You have no choice. Well, very little choice. You can't quit your job, stop being a teacher and be something else. Or you can take it and obey what they're telling you and do what they said. All praises to the Most High. It's your fight, not mine.
In southwest Miami-Dade, police are searching for a shooter. Chopper 4 over the scene where they found a man shot off Lincoln Boulevard. He was rushed to Jackson South Medical Center in critical condition where he died. Police say the shooting followed a fight between the victim and the shooter who was on the run. If you know anything about this, you're asked to call Miami.
Yeah, this is plague number 9. We witnessed plague number 8, the pestilence. Execution by the sword. This fellow is no more. Okay, this thing is real, beloved. This thing, it's out there. There are spirits, and the Most High is in the midst.
I know there's strength and power in helping others, and I really enjoy that, and I really love making people laugh and making people happy and excited.
Those are the guys. Well, most of you, I'm pretty sure some of our brethren are familiar with the shirt that he's wearing. Let me get him right here. Can I? I don't think I can see the shirt. Let me see. Is it here? Okay, the shirt say Millennium Falcon. Okay. Let's search for what it is. I get to this guy. You know, I have to show this to the people. The Millennium Falcon. Now,
according to Star Wars Databank, despite her humble origins and shabby exterior, the Millennium Falcon has played a role in some of the greatest victories of the Rebel Alliance and the New Republic. According to Star Wars Databank, despite her humble origins...
we don't care about that. Now... This Millennium Falcon, and you can ask George Lucas. Oh man, I don't know why I'm doing this, but George Lucas' wife. Okay, so that's George Lucas' wife, man. Okay, so out of all the women, she married Melody Hobson. Okay, we will give it the benefit of the doubt that George Lucas, the billionaire Star Wars creator, so to speak, here married Melody Hobson. Okay, all right. So he chose, and he's in an interview. I can't find it on YouTube. If you can find it, he dropped the ball. He said why he married a black woman and where he got the whole story about Star Wars. Okay, and we know he swagger jack Valerian and Laureline. Great. Valerian and Laureline. Crap. Valerian and Laureline. There we go. I had to type it because it's French. So he swagger jack Valerian Laureline by Merzier. Okay, Merzier. So Merzier swagger jack our people. Okay, so what you're seeing here, you see how this this is Luke Skywalker, and then Princess Leia, and this is Valerian, and this is Laureline. So George Lucas swagger jack him. And then I would advise, well, not advise, I would recommend that you watch the cartoon. It's in French and it's beautiful. I don't think you can find it anywhere. You have to buy the DVD. and it's the story of our people. All those technology that you're using is our story. And one of the interview, George, there you go. That's the cartoon, Valerian Lorlin. But it's in the English version is atrocious. But anyway, so and this they had the movie by James Valerian Lorlin movie. Oops. By Jeff Bezos, or what is his name again? Okay, they had the movie bomb though. He didn't make any money. Those are all stories. Okay, those people Swagger Jack and they dress our people. They read our books. They do not have the Luc Besson. So he made the movie Seventh Element. The Seventh Element. Is that what that is? The movie. Right? Oh boy. No. Is the sixth element or the eighth element? The fourth. What's this movie? The Sixth Element? Yes. By Bruce Willis and then, Valerian Lorlin. It's pretty much the same thing, brothers. It's Swagger Jack after Swagger Jack. Those are our people, our story, things that, Luc Besson, in the interview in French, the Sixth Element movie. Okay. I think that thing was in it was on Netflix or somewhere. So it's pretty much all our stories, space and all that, chariots and all that stuff, and all those things that they have. And this woman, and they had Chris Tucker playing this cowboy dude. He was doing a bunch of stuff and things like that. And Luc Besson, he actually directed this movie and Valerian Lorlin, and he made the president. Oh boy, I'm taking a long time to explain this. Okay, the president. Okay, Debo. All right, I forgot this dude's name, but he recently he didn't make it though. The thing took him. The war took him. I forgot his name. Daniel Dash, is that what that is now? He was the president. And in the interview, Luc Besson, the guy that wrote this movie, and he said when he wrote the movie, and the movie was premiere over here, because it's a French movie. This is a French movie, okay? When he wrote the movie, and in 1997, let's see when the movie came out. Yes, 1997. And he went to the theater and he sit there. Nobody didn't know it was him. Is that thing even recording? The people didn't know he was the one who made the movie. So he sit there. He was watching the reaction of the people. So if you watch the movie, in the middle of the movie is beautiful, it's well made, the story, everything clicks. Everybody in the movie theater were so happy. They're like, man, that guy's a genius, until they saw the scene of this guy. And one dude was with his son, he was eating his stand. He said, what the F is this hesh? A black man president? A black man in the future become the president? He didn't, well, with a better term, we use the term black man, but he used another term. He said these people we serve under him. And then because he said this, Luc Besson, the guy that made the movie, he was so sad. He's so sad. His peace got disturbed and he almost cried. And a lot of people left the movie because they saw the president was a black man. And they did not understand. The fellow prophesied. He said, those people will rule over us and become president. Man, F this age. He said he took his son and then he got out. I think the story is in Wikipedia, okay? The Fifth Element, let's see, Wikipedia. Okay. It's somewhere. I don't plot, team, production. Yeah, if you watch it, okay, 4 years by the time his documentary film Atlantis was released in 1991. He had a 400-page script. Atlantis, this guy, he know where he get the story. He know where he get all those things because they give those guys our records and then they are pretty good. So if you read this and then he will say the whole thing, okay, the FX and stuff, they watch our stuff, brothers. They see them. They see our technology we used to have when we were in Atlantis and all that. So why am I getting this? He said the story about the black man, you know, and he said on his heart, he said, you people have no idea where we get this story. If you so-called American knew who those people were, you would have said otherwise, or better yet, you would have said nothing. You would have praised them. He said something like that in an interview. It should be here or before they took it out. Now, why am I going to this and the Millennium Falcon? You see, those guys, those little guys that you're looking here, boy, it took me a while to make my point. This fellow, or the so-called fan of Star Wars, those are the little white supremacists online. Those are the guys that take cheap shot at our people, saying that, oh, George Lucas created this, white man created this. Those are the guys that saying slick things. And then he had this. Those are the guys that are the Star Wars fan that turned Star Wars into a white supremacist stronghold. Okay, that's why I despise. Brothers, when I was a kid, I used to love Star Wars until I do my research. I'm like, yo, George Lucas, man, you swagger jack our people. That was our stories. Mercier swagger jack us. You swagger jack Mercier. Luke Besson swagger jack Mercier. Therefore, you swagger jack our story. You people do not have the imagination to create something like this. You must have seen it somewhere. And where you saw it, through our records, through the artifacts that the people have, the public eyes cannot see it. So this guy is a fan of Star Wars. Okay, he created the little Star Wars things. Those are the guys online, him and PewDiePie, saying cheap things, cheap shot on our people. He got millions of followers. And guess what? Look what happened to him. My apology, brethren, for me taking too long to make a point. It's just things are beaming so fast. So anyway, watch him.
I know there's strength and power in helping others, and I really enjoy that, and I really love making people laugh and making people happy and excited about life.
Brandon Asher was a popular Minecraft streamer and grew a following of 1.58 million people on YouTube before concentrating on Twitch. The streamer, better known as Basherverse or Toasty, died of COVID complications this week and used his last few tweets to tell followers how awful the disease can be. Asher called the injections he got in his wrist a horror. He promised to show the worst parts of COVID so that other people wouldn't risk experiencing them. From the ICU and on oxygen, Asher told his followers, "It's hell. Get your vaccine. You don't want this."
Okay, any little thing, brothers, they have to promote their stuff. Okay, still in the ICU on oxygen, it's hell. Please get your vaccine. You don't want this. Not going to lie, I was very close to death. Now I'm slowly fighting back. Okay, well, now you are no more. Okay, this guy, this fellow, okay, those are the little guys that say slick things. Those are the guys that encouraging those little what they call those guy again? The guy that can never get women, incels, to commit certain stuff in the school and public place. Okay, those are those guys that say slick things, and they will go online and badmouth the children of the Lord. Look at you now.
Brandon's sister Anissa confirmed his death in a Facebook post, saying, "My brother fought COVID and unfortunately lost the battle. He has moved so many people through streaming." Brandon Asher was 36 years old.
How old was this fellow? You see, the Most High, again, he always puts something in there for us to know that I did this to this Cesare Borgia looking for. I did this to this Cesare Borgia looking dude, 36 years old. Okay, so his Millennium Falcon, Star Wars, and yo, I despise Star Wars, Nas, man. Now I just despise it because I know what they did, how they swagger jack our people, okay? So he was 36 years old. All praises to the Most High, all right? He had 1.5 million followers. This thing is real. All right, let us move to the next.
Unfortunately, I did not get vaccinated. And it's not because I'm anti-vax.
Brethren, those people are not actors. It's not like those people are doing this as a stunt. They all know more. Those people all know more, okay?
I waited too long. I was scared.
Alexandra Blankenbiller documented her life and her COVID-19 hospitalization on TikTok. The Florida woman told her over 16,000 followers why she wasn't vaccinated.
Frankly, I waited because I was trying to convince my whole family to do it at the same time.
By the time Alex's mother and 2 sisters agreed to take the vaccine, it was too late. The family told WebMD they made appointments to get the shot, but were all diagnosed with the virus before that could happen. Alex got the worst case.
All I've been hearing are the moans and screams of people in pain. People, I'm assuming, that have lost people that they love.
Again, this is real. This is not a joke. This thing that you're watching here is very real. And she's not under the cover of the heaven. If you don't plume, feather, 91.4, Psalm, yeah.
Because I know what that's like personally and what that sounds like.
The family says they were not allowed into the hospital until doctors determined there was nothing else they could do to save Alexandra's life.
Go get it. Don't wait. Go get it. Because hopefully, if you get it, then you won't end up in the hospital like me.
Alexandra Blankenbiller died 9 days after she posted her final TikTok video.
How many days she dies after? Let me just hydrate the holy temple with the Holy Spirit right here. Excuse me. Whoops. All right. How long we are into this. Oof. We give the Most High all praises, all glory for this. The other dude was 36 years old. 3 + 6, 9. Destruction. This woman died 9 days later. How old was she? She didn't have that much followers. 16K. Wow. Boy, I didn't hear the age. Oh, she was 31. She was 31 years old. Oh, she was young though. Okay, so 9 days later, boom, no more. All praises to the Most High. I didn't even know her. So this thing is very real. That's the Most High showing you what he's doing out there.
5:02, let's get you to some breaking news overnight. A man shot and killed right behind the Boys and Girls Club in Philadelphia's Frankford neighborhood. This happened around midnight on the 1700 block of Kinsey Street, where police found the victim.
Okay. Kinsey Street, 1800, you know what to do.
The victim shot multiple times, and he was pronounced dead at the scene. We spoke with a neighbor there who describes what she heard.
I was in the backyard with my daughters and my husband, and we heard 10 gunshots, a woman scream, and like 2 minutes later seeing the cop lights. It's really scary. It's making me double think, do I want to keep my kids in the city?
And police say they also found bullet casings near Stern Elementary School. Investigators are now working to determine a motive. So far, there have been no arrests.
This is plague number 9, execution by the sword. All praises to the Most High. Another one, bite the...
Plus, Kyle Horan shows us even the SBA loans won't be enough to keep some people going.
Imagine this.
It's overwhelming. We've lived here 51 years, and this is the first time water has ever gotten in our house.
51 years in one place. Now the house.
She's been living there for 51 years. This is the first time water got in their house. That means you enjoyed the blessing for 51 years. Out of the 400 years, you got 51 years out of it. All of you take a little bites out of that. And then, there you go.
house that's already paid off may never be fixed again. That's the reality Judy Simpson and her daughter Carla Clem are facing.
It was 5 to 5.5 feet of water inside.
Simpson and her husband Russell were here when the floodwaters hit.
They went to the attic and they sit up there for 3.5 hours until me and my husband was able to come here to check on them, and he got them out by boat.
Everyone in Waverly remembers the terrible tragedy that was August 21st. But now, another loss, countless homes right in the middle of town. The Simpsons were approved for FEMA aid, $15,000.
15 G's. Yo, you have this house that you paid for. I'll assume 51 years ago. Well, you didn't pay it, and the same day that you bought it. I'll assume you paid this house for, like, I'll be generous, $100,000. And all you have is $15,000, and the house is appreciating throughout the years. You should get at least $300,000 for it, and they give you $15,000 to repair it. Is that what that is? How is that going to help?
That's it.
Since COVID hit, lumber prices and stuff has gone up, and I mean, that's not enough to put a house back together.
Clem told me FEMA was willing to help more if her parents were willing to get an SBA loan, a 30-year loan.
He's 79, and I'm 50.
Look, man, to your own people. Look at evil. Listen to this, brothers. This is evil right there.
Or if her parents were willing to get an SBA loan, a 30-year loan.
He's 79, and I'm fixing to turn 75.
They say there's...
Okay, she's going to be 70 what? She's going to be what? Hey, man, this woman going to be 75, okay? We know the Mosiah is in the midst. And you want to charge her 30-year loan? What is this, man? This is... you people don't have 30 years. You people don't have 30 years in our land, man. This is the Mosiah sweeping you off the land. You do not have 30 years in our land, man. Wow, okay.
There's no way they can take on a loan like that.
We can't afford to go out and buy more land and, build another house.
Okay, so therefore they own their land, they build this house.
Start house payments all over again.
Their situation is not unique. Many homes didn't qualify for flood insurance. Now, after all of this, they're left high and dry.
No, they left homeless. They are being swept off the land. All praises to Mosiah. He did this.
There's some extra aid for people. Tennessee's Department of Human Services has additional flood aid available. Plus, the United Way of Humphreys County has raised some money to help flood victims. They've handed out more than $400,000 so far and are still taking applications. United Way is also still accepting donations for flood victims. Kyle Harant, News Channel 5.
All right, so we give the Mosiah praises and glory. People always say they are doing this for insurance. The elite is doing this because they want to collect insurance. Yeah, 15 G's. That's what that is.
One person died and another is seriously injured after being hit by a vehicle outside Simi Valley High School. Police say no students were involved in the crash. It happened around 7:30 this morning. The second person was taken to the hospital in serious condition. Officers aren't releasing any details about the collision or any of the victims' names at this time. Katie Johnston for CBSN, Los Angeles.
Ley line, all praises.
This family, we're hearing prayer. We're seeing folks hug each other just to give this family a sense of peace.
Watch this, okay?
You can see dozens of people are out here just trying to support.
Dozens of people.
This family, we're hearing prayer. We're seeing folks hug each other just to give this family a sense of peace. They're lighting candles and leaving flowers for 2 lives lost. A mother, Shanice Young, almost 9 months pregnant.
Almost 9 months pregnant. Almost 9. Okay.
And her unborn child.
Dear Lord, we pray for this family. Be their strength, be their comfort, be their healing.
During a memorial.
Understand this. The Mosiah is not playing with your skin color, dude. The Mosiah is not playing with your little scumbag symbolic worship, dude. You see, the Christian out there, brothers, they are catching hell. They are seeing their children or no more. Their children are no more. Their husband and their wives are no more. Now, this dude right there, we already know what he is. He's one of those priesthood of Mahan that have the spirit of the fallen angel upon them. Okay, so you got this young woman out there. She was 9 months pregnant. And then she was gunned down by a bunch of scumbags. Okay? Now, let us finish up. The whole thing is already, you already see everything here. You see this is judgment here. Okay, plague number 9 right here. Execution by the sword. The Most High is in the midst, all right? You people are catching hell out there.
Royal family and friends are praying for help, for guidance, and for gun violence to stop.
This takes all the gun violence that has been happening over the top.
You haven't seen nothing yet. You people think you can do all those things, worship another God before the Most High, and then ask for protection. It won't work anymore. Well, it's not working anymore.
This is a little bit much, and we must do something about this.
This family is torn apart. Police say Young was returning home from her baby shower early Sunday morning when a fight broke out between her ex-boyfriend and the father of her unborn child. The ex allegedly pulled a gun and opened fire. A bullet hit Young in her head.
How dare someone shoot a mom with a 8.5-month pregnant baby?
Young's 2 other children.
Okay, and then you can see all those garbage they keep doing here with the, you know, that mark of the beast, Mary, mother of God, whatever they want to call it and stuff like that. So you see that, man, and you know, that's what those people does. Okay,
Witness the shooting, and they will never be the same. It was supposed to be a time to celebrate a new life, but now they're mourning death. Their pain is being felt throughout this entire Harlem community. It's where NYPD Captain Tariq Shepard is from.
I was distraught. My family, friends, everybody's talking about it. You can imagine.
This dude name is Tariq Shepard. Okay, well, shout outs to brother Nasheed, but anyway.
Being a police officer and seeing all the stuff you see and still be sad. And imagine how people who don't see this on a regular basis feel. And so people are scared. People upset, they're angry, they're sad.
Sources tell Pix 11 Young suffered years of abuse at the hands of her ex. She was finally moving on with her life, but the ex apparently could not let her go. Now police are looking for him.
Okay, they can't find that dude?
What's really sad is that we keep having to say that these things are sad.
Okay, well, you know, release the name and the picture of this fellow. I mean, I believe at the end they will do.
There's no justice for this kind of situation. And so I'm confident in our guys, but whatever the community can do to give tips, let them know what happened out here, they should.
Somebody know where this young man is. Let's get him off the street. It is important. It's not about, I'm not snitch. This ain't no snitching.
That's what you people been telling our people. Don't snitch. You let the rappers make music. It become a culture. And our people, well, at least people that look like us, to do not snitch until it happened to you.
This is taking this young man off the street.
We're going to have the best mental health, the best support, and the best work.
And you heard that message there loud and clear. What makes this even more shocking is where the shooting happened. It happened right next door to Harlem Mothers Save. It's an organization where families of victims of gun violence go to get help. Now this family has to go there for help.
Yeah, that's the Most High marking them. It's marking those Christians. You guys, you know, were not, well, you were under the blessing, not anymore. So plague number 9. Again, brothers, we cannot be emotional by this. Those are the people that pissed off the Most High by going to church, having their pastors coming over there and defile and polluted the land.
Following breaking news, a local reality TV star has been sentenced to prison for his connection to a multi-million-dollar Ponzi scheme. Alan Devlin, live at the Breaking News desk with the latest.
Absolutely. Maurice Fain, who starred in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, just got 17 years in prison for conspiracy, wire fraud, bank fraud, and making false payments, along with a slew of other charges. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, from March 2013 through May 2020.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, this guy already told you what he is all about. You know, you already see his hat and all that. Those are the dudes that, you know, the over-the-top dudes. You know, listen to what he did.
Fain ran a multi-state Ponzi scheme that defrauded more than 20 people who invested in his trucking business. Fain promised that he would use the investors' money to operate the business. Instead, he used the money to pay his personal debts and expenses and to fund an extravagant lifestyle for himself. At one point, he spent $5 million of that money in a casino in Oklahoma.
You heard that? Okay, those are the dudes. Now, they are not under the blessing. Those are the guys that took the bag and then they are now paying. That's why you see that acidic Jew-looking fellow hitman hit one of them, because they are not under the blessing anymore. They can do all those wickedness and get away with it. So those are the guy, you know, with the pink cowboy hat. Those guys will come and lie and be loving hip hop and all that scumbag stuff, acting like they're all rich and stuff like that. Cardi B, all those book people coming over there and asking stuff, douchebags and stuff like that. And they're not under the blessing anymore, okay? The Most High says, Zaza.
Homicide and crime scene detectives are investigating after a body was found in a pond. BSO confirms deputies found a woman's body this afternoon behind a neighborhood near 3 Village Road off of Indian Trace. It is unclear if foul play is suspected.
Yeah,
First,
so
the search is on right now for a hit-and-run driver who left a...
So what happened is, brothers, they are finding a lot of people. They are finding a lot of dead bodies. A lot of people are dying. They are fighting a lot of things right now. And they don't know what's going on. They don't know what happened. They're just finding dead bodies. And we know a lot of plagues are out there. And the Most High is in the midst.
Pat Stakes in South Philadelphia this morning after an all-out... 5:02 now, and updating our breaking news here this morning. This is crime tape surrounding the popular Pat Stakes in South Philadelphia this morning after an all-out brawl turned deadly overnight. Eyewitness News reporter Jan Carabeo is live at the scene where police have been collecting evidence, trying to piece together how this happened. Good morning, Jan.
Janelle, good morning. This was a huge fight that happened here at Pat Stakes really early in the morning, right around 2 o'clock, and involving roughly 15 people. Police say what started as an argument ended in deadly violence, with 1 man killed and 2 other men in the hospital this morning. Behind me here, the crime scene unit remains on the scene. This area is taped off, and take a look at that. Police believe that may be the deadly weapon. Investigators say the victim was hit in the head with a trash can lid. They are now holding that lid as evidence to process for DNA. But not only that, they also have a belt there numbered with an evidence marker that possibly also used in this attack. Let's take a look at the video now, show you what's been going on. This violence unfolded here at 9th and Passyunk around 2 o'clock in the morning. Police say 2 groups of people got into an argument, and then that argument got physical. Investigators say 1 group used a trash can lid here to beat a 28-year-old man over the head. He was pronounced dead on the scene early this morning. Meantime, 2 other men were taken to the hospital for treatment. A 64-year-old man believed to be related to the man who was killed was taken to the hospital in stable condition. So was a 30-year-old man, now in stable condition this morning. Police are collecting evidence here, reviewing surveillance video and speaking to eyewitnesses. At this point, they believe the argument here at Pat's may have actually stemmed from a soccer match that happened hours earlier. We're told many of the people...
Again, brothers, you're seeing any little argument. They were just probably having an argument about soccer. Hey, man, I beat your team beat me. Something like that. Some dude just grab a freaking trash can lid and hit the other fellow in the head so hard. He hit the guy with all his strength and he killed him. All praises. All praises to the Most High.
People involved in this fight were wearing yellow jerseys.
Our preliminary information was these individuals may have been spectators.
Man, for some reason, we keep seeing these guys, Scott Small, in the city of Philadelphia. What's going on over there in Philly, man?
At a soccer game that was held earlier, and they ended up at the steak shop, and that's may have been what started the argument that turned into a fight, which escalated into a homicide.
Back out here live on this scene, you can see police are processing the evidence. All police are saying right now about that soccer game is that it happened outside of the city of Philadelphia. Now, the Union played a team from Mexico last night at their stadium in Chester, and the visiting team wore yellow jerseys, but police have not yet said if that's the game possibly connected to this violence. Now,
we don't care, man. You kill a fellow by hitting that guy so hard in the head with the freaking trash can lids. Always is. Man, it's 2:59. It's gonna be 3. I don't want to laugh that loud. Hey, brothers, listen. This is the thing, man. One, your friends go to another guy and they said, "Yo, I heard Pablo is no more. What happened?" He's no more because he got taken out. Wow. Oh man. So yo, how did he got taken out? What took him out? Like he got shot? No. Oh, well, he got stabbed? No. Oh, well, then he got into, they run him over with a car? No. Well, then what happened? Well, he got taken out by a trash can. What? Yeah, it was an argument, soccer, football, and I don't know what happened. Some dude came out of there, and with all this strength in his might, he hit him in the head with the trash can, and he's no more. You know how embarrassing that is, brothers, to people going to your funeral and that you are no more because you got hit in the head with a trash can. All praises to the Most High, man. All praises. The Most High is in the midst, man. A lot of weird things are happening out there, man.
All right, thanks so much. Right now at noon, a fire at a dealership in Miami earlier this week is now an arson investigation.
And we're now seeing surveillance video after 3 cars went up in flames. Local 10 News reporter Parker Branton joins us live from the scene.
Here's the latest on the search for that arsonist. Parker.
Okay, we had this before.
At Christie, and police say they know who this man is, just a matter of finding him. And what was caught on surveillance camera, they say his actions were determined that he was going to do this today. Now he poured gasoline on these cars and then set it on fire.
Surveillance video capturing the moment several cars are set on fire and burst into flames early Tuesday morning. City of Miami police say they know who sparked the blaze.
The suspect, based on the video, we were able to determine who he is. We know who he is.
Okay, again, now you start seeing Michael and that other Scott fellow. You keep saying those chief police because a lot of things are happening in those cities. And then that's why I keep seeing those Michael keep coming back because the Archangel Michael's in the midst.
He is, and we're actively looking for him.
Watch as the fire starter is spotted pacing outside the used car dealership off Southwest 8th Street when investigators say he's then seen pouring gas on multiple vehicles. Seconds later, the cars are lit, the flames consuming an entire lineup of vehicles on display as the suspect then takes off running.
We don't suspect that he had prior incident with this business, just that this person is constantly getting in trouble, and we don't know the motive behind it, but once we arrest him, we'll know why he did this to this business.
So they know this fellow, okay? And he's been doing a bunch of things, and, well, it's a demon the Most High released to do stuff around and do things like that. So he has no issue with the people. He just burned those cars. Because the blessing is over, man. You can't be doing business in our land peacefully like that. You are not under protection now. That's why those things are happening, okay? We give the Most High praise and glory for all of that.
Smelly situation out in North Miami. Some raw sewage spilling out of a pipe outside of an apartment complex.
The problem is fixed for now, but how long will that last? Local 10's Alex Finney joins us live from the scene with that story. Alex.
And Christy and Janice, I spoke with residents out here, and they said this is not so much an issue of if this will happen again, but when. And why are residents saying that? Well, they said this area around here is prone to flooding. I want to draw your attention to what we are focusing on today. That sewage pipe we know broke a little while back, and it had been broken for about a week. We're talking a week until crews started to trickle in here to try to get it fixed. Obviously, you're seeing here situation has been rectified.
Broken sewer pipe caused smelly problem at North Miami apartment. Now, why I bring this in, it's I want to show, well, we want to bring a point that lately you've been seeing that the Mosai is making it so uncomfortable for the people. They can't even enjoy anything. They can't go to the beach without a bunch of sand dollars smelling like hell. They can't enjoy the beach. They can't enjoy the little bay with the yak. Remember that sewer pipe that busted and then Hish got all over the yak. They can't do anything. You remember that the kids were in the pool playing and then an airplane flew and then Hish, the Mosai, Hishing in the kingdom. And then they got this. That's the Mosai making it unbearable for those people wherever they at. And then again, it took them a week to get this fixed. Why? Because most of the workers are no more.
But still, residents are up in arms because they say they haven't heard from the apartment complex as to what's going on, if this is a temporary or a permanent fix. A broken sewer pipe spewing raw sewage at an apartment complex in North Miami has caused quite a stink. The Prestige Point Apartments off 125th and 16th Avenue. This was the email to the management office from a resident saying, quote, "There's actual poop and pee and toilet paper pouring into the street." And here's a picture to back it all up. People living here reached out to Local 10 and we immediately went to work.
When I had to get in my car and had to step over human feces to get in my car, I was like, oh, I'm calling the city.
What did they tell you?
They kind of just took it as a report. They didn't really tell me anything much more than that.
That's what
the city
does.
of North Miami has yet to get back to us, and the apartment complex at first said they didn't know anything about the problem. But when pressed further,
there was, and we have video and pictures to prove.
Of course, that's exactly what those people are going to say. We didn't know anything about it. That's what Gentiles like to say. They are liars. You can't smell this, really?
Here's what they actually had to say.
I think that's what residents are worried about too. If it rains or whatnot, if it's going to happen again.
I think it's fixed.
While the management office kind of danced around this very serious health issue, here is a letter from the county sent to Prestige Point on September 13th. And in it, the Department of Regulatory and Economic Resources ordered the complex to fix the issue within 24 hours. We're here and still no signs of raw sewage, so that's somewhat of a good sign. But also there's this. Residents say they have not gotten any notices from the office even talking about the problem.
Haven't been reached out to. There's been no email. There's been nothing to tell us what's happening.
Yep, that's the Mosai doing this, those Christians out there. Haitian in the kingdom.
Now to breaking news in Stafford, where a search is underway for Ashley Guillory. Sky 2 was over a sports complex off of Court and Moore Road earlier today. Investigators say the 37-year-old woman disappeared earlier this month. Stafford police say a person of interest, Willie Brown, is in custody after he was found in her vehicle on September the 12th.
September the 12th. All right. You see now, a lot of people are going missing. A lot of people are taking people out, so they are no longer under the blessing, okay?
10 miles south of here. Now her family is searching for justice. Kind, smart, and quiet.
You know, she just was the sweetest girl, like, out of all of us.
She didn't have a mean bone in her body.
Early Saturday evening, a hiker just past the Via Inspirata access road near Sloan found a woman's body. The next day, Destiny Jackson's family received the dreaded call from police that it was the 24-year-old.
The scream that came from my aunt, no mom should have to ever get that phone call. I mean, the cry that came from her, it was...
Okay, this is plague number 1, sorrow, okay? I don't know how they took her, but sorrow, okay? And listen to her story, all right?
It was devastating.
These are 3 of Destiny's cousins that are like sisters to her. They all grew up together in LA, but about 5 years ago, Destiny moved to Las Vegas. Thursday night, Destiny posted this on her Instagram story. Last minute, she had dressed up to go out. And that's her inside her car, that to this day is still missing.
So you can, I don't know. I'm not too good at those things. Is that a nose job or what's going on here? Anyway, so you see, a lot of the people out there, especially the Gentiles. Okay, we will say, well, she's one of the 2/3, so to speak. They don't take these things seriously. You have a pandemic out there. You have all sort of crime going on out there. You got some sort of spirit out there. Where do you go? You go to Vegas. You go to in the strip and go enjoying life. And then that's what happened. They just found your body like this.
That's her inside her car that to this day is still missing. Destiny planned to pick up her boyfriend bright and early Friday. He waited several hours but could not get a hold of her. And to the family, right away, all of the signs pointed towards the eventual reality. Foul play.
It wasn't like her to not go pick up her boyfriend. It wasn't like her to
She's 24 years old. Good.
not notify her mom she was okay. And the fact that her phone was off, we knew something was definitely wrong.
The family filed a missing persons report, but believe they still didn't have a detective working the case by the time her body was found the next day.
The hours of 1 and 6, we're just trying to find answers of what could have happened.
You think it was someone that she knows?
Yes.
Because it was done in a short amount of time.
But they won't say who, since there's an ongoing investigation. It's a time in this family's life that, until last weekend, was joyous. Destiny's cousin Gladys is getting married.
So the theme of the bridal shower is a tea party. So all my girls were thinking of what could we bring to the tea party. And she said her dish would be chicken and waffles, but to make it fancy, put a toothpick in it. And we thought that was just so Destiny to do. So it breaks my heart that I'm going to have to go through my big day without her.
Okay, so now what you're seeing, brothers, you see a lot of those social media stars, the TikTokers, the Instagrammers, the YouTubers. The Mosai is taking them down at an alarming degree. You never seen this before. Those are the people that inspiring other of our people to do all sort of nonsense, all sort of buffoonery. The Mosai say this buffoonery is stopping. We don't know what happened, but we give the Most High praise, glory for everything. A lot of people are turning missing. A lot of them are no more. Okay, so now, let me just, okay. Hungary awaits Pope Francis with the sweet bite of heaven. All right, so you still got those people over there, those Gentiles over there in Hungary. Okay, they are making food for the Pope, making some sweet bread for him. He's going to visiting. Now we know what's happening. Now the Pope is going over there in this place and getting bread and then visiting and then get sweet stuff like that. I think my grandmother used to make something like this. He used to take the coconuts and then and mix it with honey and then make that stuff and make the bread and stuff like that. She used to do this for us. Okay, I cook a sugar syrup with cinnamon and honey. Yeah, and I put the diced dry fruit in it. We experience it with the proportion of a dry fruit. Okay, they are making stuff for the Pope. Till this day, those people cannot see this guy is a demon. The Mahan is himself. But anyway, man, we really don't care. We just bring that up to let you know on September 11th, the Pope is like getting some sweets. It may not be the literal sweets over there, but he might have some, Boy Scout over there. But anyway, all praises to the Most.
Right now, a major traffic alert. The I-10 eastbound completely shut down near Picacho Peak, and we're just learning 2 people are dead as a result of a wrong-way crash in this area. You can see from our ABC 15 traffic map the backup in the area, and it's affecting traffic going away from the valley. ADOT just shared this photo of the backup, and you can see the cars now backed up for miles. If you're heading to Tucson in that direction, at least, State Route 7.
So, State Route 7, I believe. So, excuse me. Beloved, they are seeing it, and they are perplexed. 2 dead in one-way car crash. A lot of one-way accidents are happening, okay? Katie Hammer said, I just don't understand how this happened. This happens a lot in California, too. Again, they are noticing Beloved, it's not like what we are noticing is just only a few. I mean, the people that are here. But the other people, they are seeing this like it's every single day. This happened like on the 15th, like 2 days ago, 2 to 3 days ago. Okay? Let's see the response. Excuse me. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, I hate driving on the I-10. People are crazy on that freaking way. I remember exiting off the ramp a few years ago. There was a car. AZ King of one-way drivers. Yes. There's a lot of one-way, and it's the ley line, man. It is the ley line. They are seeing this all the time, and we give the Most High praises and glory. All right?
Utter chaos. There were multiple.
Call 911. Grab the phone in my house and call 911, quick. There's a fire.
This woman is desperately trying to reach her neighbors.
Guys, you gotta come home.
It's total chaos.
Laura, what's wrong?
The homeowners quickly respond via the Ring app on their cell phone.
There's a fire on your porch. Your porch is on fire.
They're at a restaurant outside Raleigh, North Carolina, having a romantic dinner. Their first concern, their dog named Memphis.
Memphis is in there. Can you go open up the garage door? Okay.
Kelly Stanley and Sean Matthews raced home to find their dream house up in flames.
When you pulled up, what did you see?
It was utter chaos. There were multiple fire trucks and probably over 100 people in our neighborhood.
It was a total loss, nothing but ash and rubble. Unbeknownst to Kelly,
Okay, let's listen to this.
a precious item was somewhere in that rubble. It was the diamond engagement ring Sean had just bought. He had been waiting for the right moment to propose. He searched through the debris and found his small fireproof safe. Guess what? The ring was there, along with a family Bible. Later that night, Sean
You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. The ring and along with the family Bible, okay?
decided there was no better time than the present.
There we go.
He got down on bended knee.
We're going to get through this as fiance or more.
Okay, so all right, let us act like, you know, this thing right here, this image that you are seeing here didn't happen. Again, this is plague number 2, fiery conflagration of the city. Now, understand one thing, brothers. Those fires that are happening around the world, they are not natural. They are not the usual conventional fire. They are starting by, well, I won't say spirit, but the ley lines are causing those fire in one way, and the second way, we also know that there are particles, okay, little particles that are coming from the earth, the suns. They cannot see them, okay, the naked eyes cannot see them. Particles, of course.
According to Wikipedia, in the physical sciences, a particle is a small localized object to which can be ascribed several physical or chemical properties, such as volume, density, or mass.
Okay, their volume is very small. Okay, they look like this. They look like little particles, like little dust thing, and they will fall in your house, they will fall in your car, they will fall in the woods, and they will start fires, okay? Our sisters are seeing those things. They got positive electron, but I don't want to call them electron, but positive particles and negative particles. The positive give us energy, the negative start fires. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so those fires are starting all over, and those people want to act like, oh, we're going to get through this as fiance or whatever. Yo, your damn house is burnt down. Okay, plague number 2, all praises to the Most High. Let us keep on moving.
We do want to begin with this new crisis at the border.
Nearly 10,000 migrants now in Del Rio, Texas, mostly from Haiti, camped out under a bridge in poor conditions and dangerous heat. Marcus Moore joins us with the latest. Good morning, Marcus.
Well, Michael, good morning. The images we have seen show a dire situation unfolding in a small town along the U.S.-Mexico border. The mayor has pleaded for help in dealing with the surge of families, men, women, and children who are at the border seeking asylum. This morning, an urgent crisis at the border. More than 10,000 men, women, and children seeking asylum in Texas. Sources say most are from Haiti, which is facing a humanitarian crisis following the recent earthquake and reeling from the assassination of its president.
Now, why is that? Now, why is it that every single time you turn on the news, for a while now, you keep seeing Haiti? Haiti's happening this, Haiti's happening that. What's going on over there? What is so interesting about this country that people, they just cannot get it away from the Caribbean? You always hear, whether it's a good news or a bad news, it's always come from Haiti. What is it? Recently, the president got killed. Recently, they got an earthquake, and then now this and stuff like that. What is it about Haiti that made it so somewhat special in this way? Oh, you will find out. For those of you that are just subscribing here, you have to watch all our old videos. There in the land of Haiti, there are certain places, there are certain temples that are there, certain sacred places, certain power. Those people used to go and renew every once in a while, and they think they can go over there and renew this thing for that 400 years. They can go ahead and get a little bit anymore. It won't work. Okay, now you got 10,000. Those people, I would say all of them are Haitians, so to speak. You know, the Most High let this happen for a reason, and you will know why the reason this happened. Okay, you see, Biden, those people, you see how the American, what so-called Democrats, they always like, when it's somebody else, they always like, well, we need to help those people, we need to give them asylum and all that stuff. But the moment those people look like us, there's a crisis at the border now. We need to send people. Don't come. Hey, man, pandemic and stuff. Yeah, whatever, man. The whole year in Haiti, how many people, a year and a half for this pandemic, 500 people die. Like less than 700 people die. Okay? So there is something over there. There's something in this place. And you will soon know what that is. That is why the Most High keep bringing this. Certain things in this are personal. I don't want to bring them in because it won't be understood by the public. Okay, when the Most High is moving people, he making a statement. All right, all praises to the Most High. Let us move to the next one.
Shootings and killings happening all over the city. One of the shooting victims, and while he should survive his injuries, is just a teenager. Illuminated by flashing police lights, Chicago detectives from the north side to the south side to the west and along DuSable Lakeshore Drive search for clues at a number of different violent crime scenes.
The Chicago Police Department is out there daily trying to combat this violence day in and day out.
John O'Malley, the deputy mayor of Chicago Public Safety, was a guest on the WGN Morning News this morning. From 8:30 last night to about 8:30 this morning, the city saw at least 14 shootings. 4 people died from their injuries. A 5th man was killed, police say, by blunt force trauma to the head.
You know, we continue to battle every day here in Chicago.
O'Malley says there have been more than 570 homicides this year and close to 2,600 shootings. The mayor this week introduced an ordinance that would let city lawyers sue gang leaders in court to collect money, guns, and other assets. Civil asset forfeiture has long been used by the federal.
So this is how desperate those people are getting, because this thing is out of hand. You never seen it like this. You see, what the Most High is a master chess player. You see, what you guys used to do, you guys used to set up your little white supremacists, and then you will go over there and do those, you will set up those shooting and do all those things. Not this time. This time it is real. This time your police officers can't do anything about it. This time it is, you guys are not doing this. This time the real demons are being unleashed, and a lot of people are getting hurt. The other day we were watching a young lady, well, she was a cowgirl anyway, so she was in a bank working in Chase Bank. Some dude walk up and right in front of her, behind her, and stab her in the neck. She died at the hospital. Okay, you guys are not doing this. And that guy was a massive 2/3 anyway. So you people are not doing this. Those things are really happening. You see, watch your mouth. When you say, oh, Chicago, what about Chicago? Chicago, what about Chicago? A lot of people that are dying now, they are 2/3. A lot of them, they don't look like us. When they say Chicago, you automatically think like it's our people. But when you look at the victim, you're like, it's something else.
Federal government.
We are going after their blood money. Money that they have profited from the killing of innocence.
It'll work here in Chicago. He has worked on a federal scale.
Some members of the council and the ACLU aren't so sure.
Rather than spending time and resources on things that might look good in a press release or in a press conference, we really need to be focusing on proven solutions that invest in communities, such as violence reduction programs.
The same garbage over and over again. It won't work. You guys are not under the blessing anymore. The 400 is over. It would not work. All praises to the Most High. Let us keep on moving.
There's live with details on
this. Oh
here.
yeah, I got. We did that rapper already.
And we are following breaking news. Sky 9 live in Orange, where a person is dead after driving their car up a parking garage. Now, this happened just after 9 this morning at Providence St. Joseph's Hospital on Main near Palmyra. We're told the driver was on the 4th floor of that garage. Of course, we will keep you updated on this.
Ley line, all praises. You can't even park, man. All praises.
A community is devastated after a 14-year-old boy was gunned down outside a laundromat in what police say was most likely a case of mistaken identity.
There was no reason why he should have been a victim last night.
Police in Shelbyville, Tennessee say Israel Diego Pascual was at the Duck River Laundry.
What is this guy name? He's 14. Let's listen to the name of this kid, man.
A victim last night.
Police in Shelbyville, Tennessee say Israel Diego Pascual was at the Duck River Laundry helping his family do chores. Investigators say surveillance video captured a group of men outside the laundromat, and it shows one man walk up to Pascual and shoot him. Police have identified this man, Horatio Lewis Rice, as the shooter, and they're actively looking for him. They say he may be traveling with his girlfriend, Tiffany Taylor, who is considered a person of interest investigators would like to speak with. Pascual was a freshman in high school, now being mourned by his family and classmates.
And we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that we put the person responsible behind bars.
For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Mara Montalbano. As the shooter, and they're actively looking for him. His family do.
So now what happened here, you are calling yourself Israel and you are calling yourself Jacob, so therefore there is your trouble. You know, you did say Jacob's trouble is going to come, and that's what that is. It's no coincidence that this dude, this kid, this man here, 14 years old, the man in high school, you know, he's, you know, hey man, all of those Christians out there are catching hell, man. This guy just walk up to this kid for no reason, Horatio, for no reason. He just blast him. No reason. He didn't even know him. Did he just blast the kid? So, all praises to the Most High. This is plague number 9 over there. Okay, execution by the sword. Give the Most High praises and glory.
Developing right now at noon, a woman is dead after a car crashed into a front of a beauty salon.
It left a large hole in the wall of the building, and Local 10 News reporter Parker Branson is live on the scene in West Park.
And he tells us what led up to this deadly crash and the reaction from the victim's father as well. You have that.
Yeah, Christy, and what led up to this crash is still a big question this afternoon. We know an SUV came to this intersection, hit a car, and sent it into this building, killing a woman. But why exactly that SUV was reportedly speeding, we still don't know.
Ley line. You shouldn't know this.
Accident do occur right here, 12:30. My daughter loses her life.
Gregory Hemmings says his daughter, 20-year-old Britannia Hemmings, was being picked up from work by a friend just after midnight.
At the stoplight, get the understand, is a police chasing our SUV, run the stoplight, and hit the car with my daughter in it.
Hemmings says his daughter was in the passenger seat, an SUV hitting the car she was in, pushing it into the building along Pembroke Road. The father was watching from afar behind the tape as police were investigating.
Don't get to even see my daughter breathing.
He went to the hospital where his daughter's friend told him they were enjoying the ride home before this happened.
There was playing a song, smiling. Daughter died, smiling.
To know that he said it was a young lady about 20 years old who lost her life, and it was tragic. That's what I'm holding back tears.
Purple Palace salon owner Darwin Harris got a call about a car coming through the wall early in the morning. Outside, you can see the glass and other debris scattered. Inside, the vending machine was tossed around, and through the hole, you can now see traffic pass by. Harris says someone hit the building years ago, but nothing this serious.
It's so senseless to know that parents are going to deal with it this morning with a 20-year-old girl. It's just senseless.
A lot of things are going on, man. You know, this father said that his daughter died smiling. Again, we don't know. I don't see anything out of the unimaginary here. Anything, I'm not quite sure. You might see some stuff, some books, some way, you know, the graduation hat and all that. I don't dive into things like this, but the Most High did things for any reason. We don't know why, but he did. Okay, the purple salon or whatever. So, you know, these things happen, man. So we give the Most High praises and glory. Ley line. Let us move in.
Violence over vaccination checks has come to a popular restaurant in the city. Cell phone video shows the unthinkable attack. A hostess at Carmine's on the Upper West Side punched and slapped. The scuffle almost knocked over the hostess stand. All of this after the 24-year-old hostess was just trying to do her job.
We've been here 30 years. We serve thousands of customers a week. We ask people for ID if they want to drink. We ask people for vaccine cards all the time. We ask for ID. I just think these people are just off.
The people Jeffrey Bank, the owner of Carmine's, is talking about are 3 tourists from Texas. Police say around 5 Thursday evening, the women tried to enter the restaurant to dine inside. So the hostess asked them for proof they were vaccinated. It's now a mandatory policy for anyone wanting to eat indoors. Carmine's even has the rules posted outside. But that did not sit well with the women from Houston. Sources tell us the women were offended when the hostess asked them for ID as well. Some diners say nothing warrants this.
It's really a sad situation going on right now. I think everybody's frustrated, and it's just unfortunate that this incident happened.
Pix 11 has learned the hostess only started working here 2 weeks ago. She's now bruised, and her necklace was ripped off of her neck. Is she going to come back to work?
That's up to her. Right now, we're just letting her just rest today. We've spoken to her. She's feeling much better, and that's all we want.
Yeah. This is your guys' trouble now. You guys are going at each other's throat for eating inside a restaurant. To hell with eating yourself. To hell eating inside your restaurant, man. And this is just the beginning. People are gonna start shooting people. Especially, it's happening in Texas? No, wait. The people were from Texas. Is that what that is? A woman from Texas. If this happened in Texas, now everybody got a freaking gun. This would have turned the other way. Okay, so yeah. You know, this happening, man. So a lot of people now pissed off. They can't enjoy the blessing anymore. All praises to the Most High. He did this. All right? Okay, keep forcing your thing in there. All praises.
Democratic Governor Jared Polis has made history once again. He married his longtime partner today. The governor and First Gentleman Marlon Reese wed in a small Jewish ceremony. They celebrated with their close friends and family. Governor Polis was the first openly gay elected governor of a U.S. state. The ceremony is the first same-sex marriage of a sitting governor in the U.S. Polis and Reese have been together 18 years. They got engaged last December. That was...
So... you got those two rich fellow here, been together for 18 years. Yet, you know, they don't wear the hat, the cowboy hat, but they got the little yarmulke. Is that what that is? There's another name they told me. I keep forgetting. It's the beloved sister Dita Yaz working this. She can tell us the name again. Show me picture of a yarmulke hat.
There you go. Images of images.
Okay. Yeah, I'm cool. But anyway. There you go. A little yarmulke. That's how I know it. There's another name for it. If you know it, put it in so put it in the description. So, you know, I don't know why those guys were those giant stuff. I never really researched that. But anyway, man. Okay, so they wear that little yarmulke stuff, you know, and yeah. All right, that's what happened here, man.
Was the first openly gay elected governor.
So, yeah, The whole thing. You got this woman here married those two dudes. This is crazy. I'm not getting.
Check this out. Amazingly, everyone survived a frightening bus crash. This is in East Point this morning. The bus operator and 10 passengers had to be checked out. 6 people were taken to the hospital. The crash happened right on Main Street at Ponders Way about 6:30 this morning. East Point police have not said if they're investigating the incident as a hit and run.
So as you can see now, a lot of those things are happening. So again, to the previous video, just the most I'm marking those people. He just said those people could not be my people. You know, you guys are H people. Your religion is the top dog. You're supposed to behave as such, but you let your fleshly lust get into this, and then you marry in front of your God, the God that you call the God of your Abraham, your Isaac, and you call yourself your Jacob. This is a horrible things that happen here, man. And the churches, they act like they don't see this. They act like this is not why things are coming up on this earth. They act like they don't see that, okay? But now, as you can see, beloved, a lot of city bus are getting into accident, okay? Okay, well, let me see. Ah, boy. Okay, so that's a zebra right here. Zebra. I don't know this dude anyway. So there's a couple zebra in Wisconsin.
Zebras walking down the middle of the road, and if you think I'm kidding, I'm not.
It does sound strange, but I believe you. Do you know what road you're on?
Yeah, give me a second here.
Okay, they escaped from a zoo, so the Mosai is releasing it. The Mosai is doing those things on purpose, okay? A lot of those animals, they were here. They got moved. They moved them somewhere in Africa and making you think that those things from Africa. That's why you don't have lions around here. They move all of them. Okay, they kill a bunch of them, they move all of them and put them somewhere in the savannah in Africa. So when they say lion, it's, oh, lion is not originated here on the fourth part. Well, you got mountain lion, you got all sort of tiger and stuff and jaguar. It would be cool that, but necessary that the real lions come from here. But that's why you see those animals are warring around. The Mosai is freeing them. But I don't want to play this guy stuff. I don't know him, you know, I don't want people to strike me and stuff like that.
The lack of employees to meet the COVID-19 demand has forced an urgent care facility in the St. Louis area to close some of its clinics.
So now you get Missouri again, St. Louis, there's a lot of people, they can't find people, they have to close down one of those stuff, so which means that a lot of people are no more. Remember, this thing happened in Missouri where those cops, they claimed that they quit, and the whole town, the whole squad quit the town because, I don't know, they don't have the money or not respect. But anyway, so listen to what she said here.
Fox 2 medical reporter Dan Gray is live in St. Charles with that story. Dan?
And we are outside a total access care clinic in St. Charles, one of 4 clinics that have been closed, temporarily closed, because of staffing shortages. The company says it's seen the highest volumes of patients needing care since it opened in 2008. Company officials say nearly 2,000 patients a day are walking through the doors of total access locations. More than half are there for COVID testing. Some people were showing up at the closed sites today, as the demand is well above what the clinic saw before the pandemic. Company officials say they need more employees, and until they get up to speed on staffing, 4 locations have been temporarily closed.
Woo. 2,000
because of these volumes being so high, we've actually had to consolidate due to staffing shortages. Unfortunately, some people have decided to completely leave medicine. You know, these are 12-hour shifts. These team members are working.
Yeah, because you guys are forcing that issue upon them. They are walking away.
Really hard, and they want to help, but it's been a really trying year.
Total Access is launching its own EMT school next month with the goal of increasing the number of trained medical professionals in the St. Louis area.
It won't work. All praises to the Most High. You see those people are desperate. They don't know what to do now. All praises. The Most High is dismantling, disband, and dissolve your blessing or your system. Just be
And we
the
do
health
have breaking
system.
news this morning. Police are working to learn who shot and killed a man and a woman inside a home in St. Petersburg overnight.
Christine McClarty joins us live from the scene on Granville Court South with what we know so far this morning. Christine.
Hey, good morning, guys. This morning, a man and woman are dead and a shooter still on the loose. It all happened in a house just here on the right-hand side of this street, kind of under that light pole there. Now, this house is where police say this double shooting happened. Take a look at video. Our WFLA team has been here since 1 o'clock this morning. St. Pete police say they got multiple calls about the shooting just after 11 p.m. Thursday night on the 1700 block of Granville Court South. They say when rescue teams arrived on the scene, they tried to save both victims, but both died in the house. A St. Petersburg police spokeswoman says this morning's double homicide is the 25th.
Oh man, let me drink some water here, you know, because the Most High always there, man, you know. Yes. 18th Avenue, Granville. The Most High is what? What do we used to say? The Most High is what? The Most High is big. 18th Avenue, 25th, 2+5. The Most High is grand. Granville Court is the Most High Ville, baby. You can't make this up. You can't make that up. Man, woman killed in overnight shooting. At least that's 2 people that are no more. Granville. The grandmaster chess player, the Most High is grand. Yay. Woo, you can't make that up.
And 26th victim so far this year. Last year, there was 15. Right now, investigators are interviewing witnesses.
Okay, listen to what they say. Listen, okay?
In the house. A St. Petersburg police spokeswoman says this morning's double homicide is the 25th and 26th victim so far this year.
25th and 26th victims so far this year, and we're on the 9th month of this year. We got like 90 days left, at least 3 months left. Okay, they got 25. We'll say 26 just to be on the safe side. Okay.
Last year there was 15.
Last year they only had 15, so it almost doubled that, and it will by the time this is end. It will wield. So what they are seeing, brothers, it's an increase of violence. Okay, it's because they are not under the blessing anymore.
Right now, investigators are interviewing witnesses. There's still a lot of police activity here as they work to figure out more details.
This is just going to be a long night because investigators are going to have to now talk to all of these people, look through all of the video, and really try to piece together what happened that led to finding 2 people dead inside this home.
Now back here live at the scene, you can see police still investigating. We're still working to figure out who the shooter is and the identity of those killed and what the relationship between the man and woman might be. Stay with 8 on your side for the latest on this story.
Okay, let me see if they have like a update. We saw the Florida attack. Spring Hill couple spotted the pitted overnight Grand National Park. I know. Okay, couple murdered in Petersburg. Okay, that's the thing.
Tonight, an accused murderer is in custody in Alachua County, while the family members of the 2 victims in St. Petersburg are praying for answers. 8 on your side's Chip Osowski joins us live from the scene on Granville Court in St. Pete with what he's learned today. Chip.
Yes, and a number of the family members gathered here hoping for more answers from St. Petersburg police officers. And while investigators will only say that this was a domestic situation and the suspect knew one of the victims, we learned a lot more from the suspect's own roommate.
All of a sudden you got cops out here and saying, come out with your hands up, and
oh, she's so happy telling the story. Yo, 2 people just died. Like, for real, man. Like,
yeah, so my husband had called to him and was like, you know, the cops are looking for you. And he's like, yeah.
I knew why she was smiling. I knew this. I knew what. Damn, brothers, listen. I'm gonna let you watch. Let me drink some water and watch this and watch her name and her roommate's name. Let me just drink some water. This is so beautiful. I knew there is a reason why she was smiling. Ah, man, you can't make that up, beloved. You can't. Okay. Oh, man. You can't make this up. Her name is Gabrielle Clark. The Archangel Gabriel is reporting. Give the Most High praises and glories. Give him all the credit. Woo! Gabriel is reporting back. The guy name is Pagan's roommate. You can't make that up. Oh man, the Most High is grand, man. This, beloved, this woman name is Gabriel. His roommate name is Pagan. The incident happened in 18th Avenue. 1 + 8 = 9. Destruction. And it happened between the street of Granville. The Most High is grand, man. You can't make this up, brothers. Look, beloved sisters, if you can't see this, I don't know what to tell you, brothers. If I don't know if this isn't the Most High, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. All praises, man. All right, let us keep on. Is that thing even recording, man? Let me see. Oh boy, I'm too. Oh wow, that's wow. Okay, let's finish this.
Ankle monitor off, and he put it on our table.
Gabrielle Clark is now asking herself, how well did she know her roommate, James Pagan?
James. Dude, this James Pagan. I'll throw James 4 and 4 in there. The dude last name is Pagan. You can't make that up. James Pagan did this.
Who someone actually is. I mean, even we did a background check on him, and it's still, you just never know what someone's capable of.
Investigators spent hours at the home on Grandview Court in St. Petersburg. They tell 8 on Your Side, Pagan shot and killed 18-year-old Barbara Jean Lombardi.
You can't make that up. This dude, Pagan, shot James, another Jenny? I don't know. Whatever that person is, I'll look it again. Is 18 years old. Beloved, you can't make this up. 18th Avenue, 18 years old, Gabriel, Pagan, Granville, the Most High is grand. Those are the angels who call him back, brothers. Give the Most High praises and glory, man. How are you making this up? You can't make that up. Let's listen to the name again. Jennifer or whatever.
Just never know what someone's capable of.
Investigators spent hours at the home on Grandview Court in St. Petersburg. They tell 8 on Your Side, Pagan shot and killed 18-year-old Barbara Jean Lombardi and 21-year-old Tommy Dixon. Clark says Lombardi was Pagan's ex-girlfriend.
Okay, so ex-girlfriend, and this guy's 21. The girl is 18, this guy is 21, which shows you he's not one of us. He looks like one of us, okay, but he is not. The whole thing, brothers, is judgment from the Most High. Again, this is plague number 9. 18 years old. 1 + 8 = 9. 18th Avenue. 1 + 8 = 9. They were shot. 9. Execution by the sword. The boyfriend was 21 years old. Reverse. Curse. 12. Bless. You can't make that up. How?
Clark says Lombardi was Pagan's ex-girlfriend, and last night he was upset over their breakup.
He wanted to be with her, but she wanted to be just friends, and yeah, that was about all he really said. And I mean, he was drinking. He seemed, sad as anybody would be after, 5-6 months of dating somebody.
A number of Dixon's family members showed up on scene. They say Tommy was a good kid, played in his high school band, and was a hard worker. They never dreamed they would get the call that he had been shot and killed. Ebony Williams Dixon is his stepmother.
Just to even hear it or hear that he's been shot. I mean, it was just we were so confused because the crowd he hang around, the stuff that he does not warrant this type of stuff. It's not his thing.
Yeah.
And as you can see, there are 2 candles burning in front of the residence where the bodies were found. As far as the suspect, investigators say after the killings, he fled north. Deputies in Alachua County captured him near Gainesville. They're holding him there until he is brought back here to Pinellas County.
You can't make that up. You can't make this up, brothers. St. Petersburg. I believe there's a massive cowboy community over there. But anyway, brothers, sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, you can't make this up. I did not pay those people. They are not crisis actor. I am not making hash up. You see it in every video. Give the Most High praises and glory, man. All right, we got 2 more videos. Okay, so this is in Spain. Oh, no, okay. This is here. This is here, okay? They narrowly escaped. They drove through the fire. Oh, shish. Oh, damn. Oh, shish. Damn. Oh. They drove through the fire, brothers. Oh, yes, that guy is right. Oh, hesh. They drove through the fire, brethren. They're backing up. He's driving through the fire. Holy ish. Man, the music is annoying. I would like to hear them. And man, that guy keeps saying hish, man. Oh, damn. This is the Mosai's wrath, man. They narrowly escape. They narrowly escape. Damn. Firefighters raced through dangerous wall of flames to escape death. Firefighters, okay, well, I already read this, okay? The philosophy of the rich and the poor is this: the rich invest their money and spend what is left. The poor spend their money and invest what is left. That has nothing to do with anything. Okay? Oh, damn. Brothers, you see this. This is the firefighters trying to fight the fire. They fled. This is plague number 2. Okay, they fled. They cannot stand in the midst of the Most High glory. All right? And this is me always seeing Hish. You know, right there, this look like a head of a lion. This is the snout, the mouth. This is the forehead. And it looked like a dog. He looked like a Doberman. Doberman, yes. Anyway, but they don't have this technology, brothers. They got cars just like you do. They barely escape this thing. And you can hear this guy cussing all the way through. We give the Most High praise, glory for all of that. Okay, let us close with this, okay?
Providence, Alaska Medical Center is the largest hospital in Alaska. This is a letter that was just released to the people of Alaska from the medical staff at Providence, Alaska Medical Center. We're writing to you as the Medical Executive Committee at Providence, Alaska Medical Center. We're an apolitical body of physicians that represents the independent medical staff at Providence. Each of us is a member of the Alaskan community. We live, work, and play here. Our children attend school here. At this time, we feel we have an ethical obligation to be transparent with our community and share with the public the distressing reality of what's happening inside the walls of our hospital. Our caregivers are doing their best, just as they have been for the past 18 months of this pandemic. But while we are doing our utmost, we are no longer able to provide the standard of care to each and every patient who needs our help.
That means the Most High overwhelmed them. That means the Most High is keeping them busy. Patients wait in their cars for treatment. Doctors face hard choice at packed hospital.
The acuity and number of patients now exceeds our resources and our ability to staff beds with skilled caregivers like nurses and respiratory therapists. We've been forced within our hospital to implement crisis standards of care. What does this mean? In short, we're faced with a situation in which we must prioritize scarce resources and treatments to those patients who have the potential to benefit most. We've been required to develop and enact policies and procedures to ration medical care and treatments, including dialysis and specialized ventilatory support. People from all around Alaska depend on Providence to provide medical care for people statewide. Unfortunately, we are unable to continue to meet this need. We no longer have the staff, the space, or the beds. Due to the scarcity, we are unable to provide life-saving care to everyone who needs it. Our emergency room is overflowing. Patients wait in their cars for hours to see a physician for emergency care. On a daily basis, our transfer center is unable to accept patients who sit in emergency rooms, and hospitals across the state, people who need care, their current facility is unable to provide.
Wow.
If you or your loved one needs specialty care at Providence, such as a cardiologist, a trauma surgeon, or a neurosurgeon,
you can't find it.
We sadly may not have room now. There are no more staffed beds.
Exactly. So that
The letter goes on
all
to-
they have now is CVs. All they have now, brothers, is whoa in the mist. This is in Alaska. And then again, they will find a way to blame this on our people and say Alaska, oh, well, 13% of American or African or black people, they're filling up the hospital. Yo, that's in Alaska, dude. We do have people in Alaska, but come on, man.
Encourage, basically beg Alaskans to wear a mask if they're sick or exposed to someone with COVID, to get tested and stay home, to get vaccinated. And, quote, lastly, avoid potentially dangerous activities and situations that may increase your risk for needing emergency services or hospital care.
Tell that to those backyard wrestling scumbags.
Unfortunately, if you are seriously injured, it is possible there will not be a bed available at our trauma center.
Tell this to those milk crate challenge douchebags.
To save your life. It's signed by Dr. Kristen Solana Walkinshaw, who's the chief of staff on the Medical Executive Committee at Providence, Alaska Medical Center. Again, the largest hospital in Alaska. Joining us now is Dr. Solana Walkinshaw.
We don't care about that. So now you see, brethren, plague number 8, the pestilence is cleaving in the midst of those people. Okay, let me just upload this video. And if I don't come, because today is Saturday, I'm going to be a little bit busy with the family. If you don't see me, you already been watching this, and it's already at least 11:30 or how long we are into this thing? Almost 3 hours. Damn. So you'll spend a great Saturday. I bid you good day in the name of the horrible and terrible God that we serve, the Most High Himself. Above all, brothers, you saw and you understand that this is not a joke. This is not a game. This is real, and those people are overwhelmed, and the Most High is keeping them busy. Our prayers, our fast are working. We have to keep on calling, praying, crying unto our power. That's the only thing we can do, beloved. If I can tell you to do something else, such as go hide in Africa, go play, go run, go live off grid, and then you buy 100. Buy 100. What was this dude was saying? 100 food, $100 worth of food. Buy 100 barrels worth of food. I don't know, man. That guy was telling people to run and stock up on food, as if what's happening out there, you can survive it on food. What would you do, bad boy, when you go and you're off grid with your family and all of you catch the plague? You think your food will save you? You think that's what that is? You think by you going in the wilderness, so to speak, and then hide there in your bug out location, and then this plague won't find you? This thing is flowing through the ley line. Wherever you are, it will find you. Beloved, I have nothing else to tell people. I cannot tell them to do anything, but during this fall season, during the season of the Gentiles celebrating all those holidays, spend it with the Most High. Spend it the Most High. Don't spend it wasting your energy telling people, don't celebrate this, don't celebrate that, don't do this, don't do that. Somebody in your family choose to celebrate whatever it is. Just leave them be. Just focus on the Most High. Spend this little time on the Most High. You spend most of your time wake up trying to wake other people, and they refuse to wake up. They can hear you. They talk to you and say, leave me alone. Let me sleep. Just leave them alone, man. Spend this little time with the Most High. Tell him thank you for everything that he's done for you and everything that he's continuing doing for you and the nation. Fast, pray, repent, repeat. May the King reign forever.